Yeah, it's definitely more of the secondary kind of thing.
It's just like the setting, yeah, because and that's it's the backdrop for their relationship, obviously, because they're not supposed to.
Yeah, it's good that there is a backdrop too.
Yeah.
It's not just the romance. Yeah.
Yeah. Best character is Culverin Bear. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Sam the Bomb, and I'm so excited to have with me every week Danny.
Hello, hello.
Nick.
Welcome to the fucking show.
And it is
I splashed on my monitor.
It is the 15th Annual Summies.
Splashed water on my monitor.
I'm just kidding. No, it's the 7th.
The 15th.
The 15th, yeah. No.
The 100th.
It's the 7th Annual Summies, which we go over our top 10 favorite shows of 2022. And it's award season, so this is how we do the Summies. We do have a top 10 thing, but we got a little something for you later that we're going to talk about. We'll tell you about, speaking of award shows. But, yes, this is Summies, okay? We each have our lists of 10 shows of 2022 that we love. We got some honorable mentions, favorite OPs and EDs of 2022, of course. And I ain't gonna waste no time. Okay, we just gonna get right into it. All right. Links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find everything. Where to listen, where to party, where to farty, where to hardy. Okay. My favorite link on there, though, is the Discord. You can join the Discord. You can hang out with us and talk with us and join Manga Book Club. Have a really good time prancing around in your underpants.
Or no pants.
Or no pants. Like, I'm not even wearing pants right now. I'm just kidding. I'm wearing shorts. But I do have fuck pants tattooed on my leg.
Are they white shorts?
No, they're black. They're shorts.
I thought you liked white shorts.
I do like white shorts a lot. Dude. Also, if you haven't forgotten, our live stream is this weekend. So tomorrow, when you're listening to this, it'll be tomorrow. At 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Not really much of a plan of what we're going to do yet. Me, Nick, and Danny are just going to get on there and have fun, give prizes away in between, maybe play some games, maybe play some Anime Pictionary while I'll draw on Clip Studio Paint, and you guys try and guess what anime character I'm drawing, maybe win a prize that way. Enemies become friends, and friends become enemies, and all that good stuff, okay? Also, shout out to new patrons Dark Lord 666, Count Blech, Mindzaku, and Rudy L.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you so much.
Thank you to new patrons. And for you patrons, that there's a few names on there that I said that became patrons before I released Chapter 3 of Fist of Summit. I will be adding your names to the last page, of course, because your names should be on there. And I did not do my due diligence and see that. So I apologize. I will be adding your names to that last page, and I will re-upload it to the link where you can read the comic and stuff. So if you read it and you didn't see your name on there when it was supposed to be, I apologize. I'll put it on there. That being said, wait, okay, hold on, you guys. This is gonna take like a second, so just let me do it, okay? The Plummet of the Summit award show.
Oh, I thought that was our intro.
I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it
like
again.
Looney Tunes or something.
I'll do it again when we start the subbies, but just
all right, okay.
Yeah,
I gotta get hyped again.
Yeah. The Plummet of the Summit award show.
9,000. Don't forget the 9,000 part.
9,000. Okay. Hopefully, if you're a Discord member, you saw Danny's announcement earlier this week.
It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. It's even on our link tree. It's the very first tab at the very top on our link tree.
Yep. So what we did is it's the 4 Plummet hosts and the 3 of us doing a mega podcast collab. So not a normal collab. This will be a separate thing from our weekly shows. But we each nominated a show for multiple categories: best pod show, best smoky, best show, anime of the year, anime of the honey bear, whatever, right? And then we put those 7 nominations on a list, and then we sent it to you guys, where you can click on it and then vote your favorite for each category or what you think should win for each category. And then we will present them at the show. Okay. And it's going to be really fun because it's going to be all 7 of us, and it's going to be hilarious. All right. And speaking of collabs, okay, that'll be uploaded on both feeds with its own artwork and everything.
Also, last day of voting is Friday, March 10th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep, Danny will close it. Okay, after that. So you have like 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks from today to vote. Okay, so please do that. And you also might have noticed that another episode appeared earlier this week on our podcast feed. That's because whenever we collab with Plummet, it'll be uploaded on both feeds. And whichever artwork it is, that's whose episode it is. We just uploaded on both. So the latest episode we uploaded was Nick went over there, and they were talking about getting tender.
Hentai.
Naughty things, if you will.
Dude, I actually listened to that episode. It was actually pretty good.
It was good. We were talking about underpants.
Are you talking about the hentai episode?
Yeah. The After Dark.
Hell yeah.
It was really
I missed
good.
a bunch of stuff.
Really? It didn't sound like you did.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Nick like, oh.
That wasn't even my final form.
That wasn't even Nick's final form, dude. But yes, anime Plummet of the Summit 9,000 award show, 15 billion%. Okay, be there or be square. That'll come out sometime in March, and voting closes again, like Danny said, March 10th, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right, listener question of the week. Nick, let's get into it.
This is from Snowman, and they say, what was the first anime that got you into anime production? If not a specific anime, then when did you start learning about people making the shows? And for Snowman, it was Evangelion, and they love the show after learning about it. So what are your guys' thoughts?
Sam, you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I've always, I don't know if I've always been into it. I've always known kind of what I liked and what have you, that kind of thing. But I didn't really start getting into it until literally probably like end of 2021, end of 2021, sometime in 2022. And then I really started kind of looking more, and I started following a bunch of like channels on YouTube, like Anime Studio Dormitory, and some other like artists, a bunch of artists I follow from art books I've bought in the last like 3 or 4 years on YouTube, and then that are just like, some of them are just animators as well as character designers. And then I follow some of my favorites on Sakaguboru. So like I really got into Yutaka Nakamura like a couple of years ago. I would say like the scene I watched from My Hero Academia when it was Deku versus Todoroki. He did that. He did like a bunch of cuts in that fight at the end of it. So that's kind of when I started. I would say it probably around there is when I started kind of being like, oh man, I love this, right? And then when we did the Otaku no Video episode too, I started that was another moment where I was kind of like, man, I really love talking about this. And also when we did a way long time ago, when we did the Japan Animator Expo, kind of going through each studio and like director who did each like short, that kind of was another moment where I was kind of like, oh man.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was fun.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Star Wars one too.
In the Star Wars one, yeah, it was really cool to see. Like, and the Star Wars one too. Like, I was I feel bad for not mentioning that, Kamame Shirahama did the character designs for the...
Oh, is that the witch hat lady?
Yeah, that's the mangaka for Witch Hat, yeah.
Witch lady. That's her name.
So Kamame Shirahama did the character designs for I think it's the Elder? The one with the old man.
The Elder. Yeah.
Anyways, I love Yutaka Nakamura a lot. I also love Shingo Yamashita. Shingo Yamashita boarded a lot of stuff, and he's a great artist. But most importantly, he boarded Ranking of Kings OP2, which is like the second OP to Ranking of Kings. So good. I just and so what I do now is I go on Sakagoboru and just cruise it, and then I just favorite my favorite cuts and follow my favorite names on there. And that's kind of how I've just been learning. And I've been messing around with Clip Studio Paint a lot too. As you all know, of course, obviously, but I've been messing around a lot lately with the animation tool in it. So that's been really fun. But to answer your question, Snowman, I don't have a definitive answer. I think my best answer for that is just probably when I just about halfway through when I started this podcast. I don't know, probably a year after Danny joined, I started really getting more into it. Probably, most likely then, because there's a bunch of moments throughout. You know what I mean? So, anyway, what about you guys?
I mean, I would say it was definitely probably way later. Definitely when I joined the podcast was for sure when I started to kind of really pay attention to production and everything like that. I mean, I am still not 100% there how Sam is and stuff. But if I will go down a rabbit hole, especially with directors and artists, and I'll see what they have done in the past and everything like that. I would probably say the one thing that kind of really got me into actually researching and learning and stuff would probably be Persona 5, the game's opening, because it was directed by Sayo Yamamoto, who also directed Yuri on Ice. Because
nice.
In the opening for the game, the characters do figure skating in it, and you can definitely tell that it's the same person who
it's
did
the same
ice
boarding
skate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just awesome to see, and even finding that out and just being all that is fucking cool. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still not 100% there. I can't name artists or directors. I mean, aside from
Hayao
Miyazaki. Literally, he's the only director that I can willingly know out the top of my head. A lot of the other people, I definitely have to look them up. I have to go on my Annie list or something like that to look them up. So, yeah.
All right. The first anime that got me kind of into it, probably when I got back into anime in 2014, 2015. So that would be stuff like Kill la Kill, mostly Kill la Kill, because everyone was nut hugging Studio Trigger. I'm oh, what's Studio Trigger? Oh, they're from Gainax. Oh, I like Evangelion, blah. And then I just kind of learned a little more about that. I don't know a whole lot, though, to be honest. It's all very surface level knowledge that I have. I'm not a scholar. I don't know every famous animator, director, producer in anime. So, did we mention that Leiji Matsumoto passed away recently? That was yesterday or something, 2 days ago. February 13th that happened. Okay,
Yeah. It was.
They announced it recently.
They announced it yesterday, but it was Speaking of production and staff, should dedicate this to Leiji Matsumoto.
Yeah, Leiji Matsumoto, at Galaxy Express 999, Space Battleship Yamato, Captain Harlock. Those are kind of the big famous ones that he helped with.
Interstellar.
Yeah, but I mean that was like kind of after his heyday though. But that was more inspired by him. But yeah,
that was more of a collab thing. Yeah, it was later. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably hardly did any on that, to be honest. But, but yeah, especially Battleship Yamato. That was like one of the huge pillar anime that started the craze in the early 70s. So yeah, and I think that was bigger than Star Wars for Japan, at least at the time, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, I still don't know a ton about it. I know like the story. I don't even know if this is really a production story, but like the funny story where it was Studio Ghibli sent a sword to Disney and said no cuts to, I think it was Princess Mononoke or Spirited Away. It was one of those two. See, my knowledge is so bad. I don't even know like which movie it was from, but it was one of the Ghibli movies, and they sent the sword and said no cuts because Disney wanted to like butcher it. So I know a couple of funny stories like that, but yeah, I do find it interesting. I'm just not somebody who researches and studies this as much as a lot of other people. I know they do a really good job on, if you want to know more about production background stuff, you can check out the Ghibliotech podcast. They do mostly Studio Ghibli and some other stuff. And then also Anime World Order. They have a lot of episodes going back to 2005. And so those are some of the good ones. There's a lot of other podcasts too. So
yeah, or join our Discord because there's a few of us in there that talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, join our Discord, linktree.animesummit or something or other. There you go.
Links.animesummit.net.
Links.animesummit.
I say it every week, and Nick just fucks it up. But yeah, or join just because we talk about it in there often. There's a few of us in there that love that stuff. So, okay, waifu and husbando, Danny. Let's get into it.
Waifu is Bochi from Bochi the Rock. Woo! And husbando is Fudo from Love After World Domination.
Bochi because it's Bochi, and Fudo because like the man literally is putting his whole life's work at risk for love. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, which we talked about on last week's couples episode. But yeah, that being said, here we go. No,
you started. You got to finish, Sam.
Yeah, dude. We each chose our top 10 shows of 2022.
We secretly chose them.
And then we put them on this bitch. And we are going to talk about them. I will tell you, for me personally, just my initial thought, not that Nick and Danny, they can give their initial thoughts if they want, but for me, it was really hard. There was a bunch of stuff I changed around, and some people are going to be like, oh, Sam, you're a fake fan. I thought you loved the show. And it's like, I fucking did. I just liked this one a little bit better, and it was really hard, so shove it up your ass, all right? That being said, does anyone else have any initial thoughts, or...
Nope, let's get on to this.
Okay. We will do DSN.
A lot of good shows.
Do DSN order.
Like when you get punched in the chin, that's the sound it makes.
Yeah. Anyway. When you get punched in the balls, it's like
It's like that Arnold Schwarzenegger video. A is for...
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Danny, number 10.
My number 10 is Bochi the Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all had it on our spoilers.
yeah, we did.
I don't care. I'm spoiling.
I mean...
Bochi
yeah,
Rock.
we don't have to talk about it too much because I know it's a lot higher
No, say
I'm
what you
all
want to
for
say
your-
about it.
Just say what you liked about it.
Give a
you know?
little
Oh.
spiel. Yeah, give 30 seconds.
I mean, in the beginning, I definitely wasn't really like a big fan of it, especially with Bochi's character. Her social anxiety was a little bit too extreme, and to me it got a little annoying. But after a while, like the more I watched it, Bochi got better. She still doesn't have like the stage performance down packed yet, but she is now able to perform in front of people, instead of just in a freaking box. So yeah.
A lot of character growth.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I mean, like, the ending with like their big performance was, it gave me goosebumps when certain events happened. Yeah. So it's cute. I mean, I loved the music and everything like that. And some of the other characters were really great, especially the drunk lady that helped Bochi face her fears and performing on the street and stuff. So
Yeah, that was a good scene.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drunk Lady's good. Okay. Nice one, Danny.
Thanks.
Number 10 for me was Chainsaw Man. Now hold on.
Whoa, you're canceled, Sam.
I know
Whoa,
everyone.
Sam, why is it so bottom on your list? This is
Hey,
like
nobody
one
look
of your
at Danny.
favorite things.
Oh, fake fan. Sounds fake fan. Let me tell you.
On second thought, it's off the list.
You know what? It's tough. Yeah, Tatsuki Fujimoto's manga. Yeah, this anime it was really hyped up. Okay, and it was just like, it looked pretty. It looked, the production was really cool. There was some problems with the anti-aliasing and maybe some rotoscope shit, but like, it looked really fucking cool and it was really fun to watch. And I have it on my list obviously because like I love Chainsaw Man that much. It just had to be on there. But I put it at the bottom because I don't know. It's just like, I feel like this is kind of the first time I feel like I've watched, an anime adapting one of my favorite manga, and it's just like, it just didn't execute it properly. And to be fair, the way Tatsuki Fujimoto like crafts their manga, is just like, it's kind of wild and it's kind of difficult to like relay relay some of the themes and stuff properly in the show maybe. But I feel like there was a lot that they could have done to relay them better, and they just didn't. I feel like, but I still liked it a lot. I think it's really fun. It's a fun show, and not everything translates to the screen properly. But then in this case, in the case of Chainsaw Man, where it has like these really like crazy themes, and within the characters and outside of the characters, like in their environment and stuff, then I kind of just feel like it could have been a little better. And considering they spent so much time on every other part of it, it was just like, I don't know. I feel like Mappa, it was one of Mappa's things where it was just like, okay, let's grab this one and do it so no one else can do it. And then we'll spend a lot of time on how fancy it looks so people don't pay attention to like how much we're leaving out of the script and this other stuff. I don't know. It just was kind of, I don't know. I just feel like execution was not 100. If you were going to spend that much time hyping it up as much as you did, and on how it looks and stuff like that, you shouldn't. I don't know. Just kind of feel like you let other aspects suffer a little bit. I don't know. That's
But
just
it's
me.
still the 10th best of the year.
Still the 10th best. Yeah, I don't know.
You guys are being real negative for your top 10.
Yeah, but I still really enjoy it, and I love Chainsaw Man. I still really enjoyed the rest of it. The rest of it was that cool, that good, where it was worth it. So anyway,
L'Oreal,
yeah. Nick.
how dare you, Sam? You spoiled it.
Sorry, Nick. What's your number?
Okay. Audience has to remind us because I think, look, Honey Bear lost last year's sheet, so I don't know where I put this one last year. But Ranking of Kings was from fall last year, and it finished in winter this year. So half of the show was this year. I'm also putting it on this year's list. I feel like it's one of the best anime of the year. I'm putting it 10 so people don't get too mad at me in case they're picky about it. And the reason I'm saying that is because, like, you know, you couldn't technically finish the show until this year, so that's my logic to it. And plenty of other people do that too, where it's like it's only eligible if it finishes this year. But anyway, Rank of Kings, it's the fairy tale underdog story by Wit Studio, and this one follows the character Bochi. No, not Bochi. Boji.
Yeah.
Boji the Rock.
Yeah, Boji.
The original Boji the Rock.
Boji the Rock.
So he's a little boy who has like this condition where he basically has like certain handicaps where like he can't talk and he's very tiny, but he also has like the power of a giant, kind of, and he has to like follow in his father's the late king. He has to follow in his footsteps and try to become the king, and that's kind of the basic gist of it. There's a lot that goes on. It's 23 episodes, but yeah, this is just a really, really good fairy tale style anime with like I think World Masterpiece Theater style animation, kind of like old fashioned style animation, but like new, you know, like newer and brighter, and it's just really heartwarming. We'll be talking more about this one a little bit later at some point, but like the Queen Hilling is just like one of our favorite characters of the year. I know Sam loves her, and
yeah, me and Nick love Queen Hilling. Yeah, dude,
she starts off as kind of like a villain, and then, you know, you learn more about her. And Bochi is just like, he's so easy to root for, and one of my favorite characters of recent times. And yeah, I think this is actually like the first part of the show is probably stronger than the second part.
Sure.
But it's still really good, really worth watching, and I recommend it to anybody. So, yeah, if you want that type of show that, you know, underdog, you know, character going against all odds, fighting against, you know, like handicaps, like, then it's a great show. So yeah, everybody should watch Ranking of Kings. There we go.
And it looks awesome.
I was positive about it.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah, Wit Studio is fucking awesome. They're really good at what they do. So,
yeah, dude, really cool, really fucking cool. Fucking that was the one I mentioned earlier, where Shingo Yamashita boarded a lot of it, and he boarded a lot of the second OP as well. So makes sense. And the song in the second OP is cool too. But and Beast. There's this animator named Beast, and I don't know.
That's a name right there.
I don't know their real name. Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff. They did some key animation in it as well. But yeah, dude, every time we see Queen Hilling, I'm like, that ass. And Nick is like, that schnoz.
All the better to smell you with.
I like doing
She'll
that.
huff and puff and blow your house down.
I love doing that when I hug people. Like when I hugged Kate the other day, I was like, you smell different when you're awake.
What the fuck? Jeez.
Oh, man.
You smell alert.
God. Okay, Danny, number 9.
Oh my god. My number 9 is Spy Family.
Yep.
Great show.
Yeah, I had to put it on there. It's definitely yeah, it's a good show. It got me to literally catch up with the manga. I would say this is the only show that was able and capable of me doing that.
Oh, Tokyo Revengers too.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Oh, but you didn't technically catch up with all of it.
Yeah, I didn't catch up to like
Tokyo Revengers failed Danny.
To the very end. I mean,
that's my
no.
conclusion.
No, Tokyo Revengers is a whole other ball game. Like, that is just bingeable.
That's true. Yeah, it is a more bingeable thing. Yeah,
like,
you're right.
I told Sam, I'm like, I can't wait like once every week for just one chapter. Like, I need to read it all.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it's definitely a more bingeable thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But Spy Family is like super fun, super cute. You know, get to see Anya, you know, just be a fool of herself and reading people's minds and all that. Both OPs for the first half and the second half are amazing. I mean, I think I like the second OP way better than the first. And both EDs are fantastic. The music, oh gosh, I think this is probably like best music for me. Because it has like that jazz, like 1930s,
19 dickety 2.
yeah, like just very
Noir
very like
style.
swinging swing music and everything.
A smelly
So-
kind of smell.
Smelly. What the hell?
I'm just reminded when King posted the Mr. Krabs gif.
Okay.
What is that smell? That smelly smell.
That smelly smell. But yeah. It's like that kind of Rat Pack.
Yeah,
Swing,
yeah.
Jazz,
So it's
yeah.
so good. Like it was great. We even did a watch party for this. So
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to see more, and especially the next arc that's about to happen. So I'm really stoked for it.
Nice one. My number 9 is your boy Kongning.
I thought you were doing Mortal Kombat for a second.
Oh yeah. Dum, 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 da, da, dum, dum. Anyways, this is an acapella podcast. The rest of the episode, I'm just gonna do acapella stuff. Starting with this. Yeah. No, dude, your boy Kongning is really funny. It's like, it's like a, what do you call it, reverse isekai, where Kongming, and I don't remember his Chinese name, I apologize.
Isn't that just his Chinese name?
No, Kongming, yeah, I guess it's his Chinese name, yeah. But like
Yeah.
his actual full name, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. No
But
idea.
like, yeah, he's a historical figure, and he was like
From
an
the
advisor.
Three Kingdoms.
From the Three Kingdoms, yep. And he was like an advisor to the king, or the emperor. Zhuge Liang Kongming.
You just butchered that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I said
Chinese
Zhuge
is
Liang.
very hard to pronounce.
Chinese is super hard. I'm trying to learn it right now. I'm not doing a good job. But he gets used to
Duolingo just slaps you every time you mess up.
Yeah, they're
Duolingo gives you emotional damage, just like that YouTuber guy.
emotional. Yeah, Nigel. I forget his name, but yeah, he's
Steve.
It's like Steve He or
no,
something
Steve
like
Hui.
that.
Yeah, Steve Hui.
Steve
Yeah.
Hui.
Hui.
Hey, see, I can't
Yeah.
pronounce his name.
Nigel Ung is Uncle Roger. My bad. Love them both. They're both hilarious. Yeah, no, and he gets transported to modern day Shibuya, like in his deathbed, and he's like in the middle of a party. I think it's like a Halloween party or something. They're like in the middle they're in the street partying.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Halloween party.
Yeah, and then he gets whisked into this nightclub, and he meets this girl there who's like an aspiring singer, and goes back to her house and sleeps there because whatever. She thinks that he's just some guy who needs a place to crash because he partied too hard. And then he tells her, nah, dude, I'm actually like, I'm Kongming, like from, so-and-so China, this dynasty or whatever. And she's like, what? And then she believes
Yeah, they all
him.
think he's a cosplayer.
Yeah, he's like, wow, that's a really good costume.
He's like, no, I'm actually him.
But then
like, wow, maybe he is him.
yeah. He hears her sing one of her songs, and he's like, oh my god, this is the song of angels. He's like, I will use all of my intelligence and power as a war tactician to make you a star, to help you achieve your dreams, because it is dreams that will take us to a brighter future and whatever. And it's just like this really epic thing, all to like help her achieve her goal. And it's just like a really cool story. Like the way he does everything and goes about like helping her throughout the show with these different tactics that he calls back to is really funny, and it's just really cool, and it's very nicely animated. It's very beautiful. There's bright colors, very smooth, and the OP is really good, and the ED is good too, actually, and the music in it too, obviously, because there's a lot of music, because it's a kind of a musical. It's centered around music a little bit. The music in it's cool too. So yeah. Number 9, your boy Kongming.
I should have recorded what you said and then just said, "Here's my number 9," and then just played back what you said.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Good,
realize we
yeah.
had the same number 9.
I did not realize that. Sorry. Yeah.
My number 9 is a little anime you might have heard of called Ya Boy Kongning. This follows Kongming and that girl, and they do what Sam said.
They do.
And they do what Sam said.
Yeah, this is just a fun show. Great OP, great vibes. It's Kongming carries it. He's like the best character in that show, really, because he's so cunning and like he's so clever with all of his schemes and stratagems that he uses. And like he even names them after like the ancient Chinese like strategies from the Three Kingdoms and stuff. And it's really funny. I think he did the borrowing 100,000 arrows trick or whatever, where he like used the other band's crowd and like stole them, basically. And he did a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, like all of his tactics are really fun to watch, and that was my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like every other character too, like the main girl. What's her face? Rain jacket plus hat girl. Eiko Tsukimi. Great, very easy cosplay, by the way, for her.
Yeah.
Just put on a rain jacket and a baseball cap. There you go.
There you go.
Some shorts. All right. Oh yeah, and the rapper guy. I forgot about him. Taijin. He was kind of fun.
He was cool. Yeah, it was cool. Japanese rap is interesting for sure.
Yeah. And then was it the owner? Was it Kobayashi? Was it him or was it the guy who owned the bar? The guy he was like really. He was a big Three Kingdoms nerd, and it was funny to watch him nerd out with Kongming. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a really fun show, and everything Sam said, I agree with. Great show. Everybody watch it.
Everybody watch it, dude. Okay, number 8.
Number 8 is, so this one not a lot of people talked about, and so I want to talk about it, and it's Kotoro Lives Alone.
Yeah, dude. My brother liked this one. He was like, it's really sad, but I really
It's
like it.
like so sad, but like it will really tug your heartstrings a lot. But it's so stinking sweet because, like, Kotaro is literally this 4-year-old boy, and he's living alone. And he has, like, the tenants that, like, live around him are, like, they like, literally look after him and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
this little boy is so stinking cute. And, like, the more you watch it, the more you kind of, like, find out about Kotaro and why he's living alone and everything like that too. There is somebody who does come, it's the lawyer who is she takes on the job to deliver Kotaro money weekly so that he has a spending allowance and everything like that. So there's that.
How do they let him live by himself?
I do not know. Apparently there's something.
It's anime.
It's anime, literally. So, but it's
Danny,
so
can
sweet.
I interest you in a little show called Ranking of Kings?
I've seen it.
All right.
She was
Little boy show. All right.
I've seen
Boji lives alone.
Yeah, like this show definitely went under the rug. I feel nobody was talking about it when it came out.
Yeah, it's a Netflix ONA.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, so I think it kind of did like a little sneaky peek where nobody was talking about it and everything.
Yeah.
Did they do the thing where they held it until after it was done airing and they put it all out?
No, I think that was a weekly
No, they
one.
put all of it on. Like all of the there's
they
only
did
10 episodes.
Yeah,
well, I'm asking, was it like airing in like winter and then they didn't put it out till like fall or something? Is that what happened or no?
Actually, no. I think they just straight up put it on.
Yeah, it was in winter.
Okay, so around the time it finished?
Yeah, so it
aired
out,
March 10th.
Yeah, and it just really, like, all of it. I mean, I was scrolling on Netflix and I saw Kotaro Lives Alone and was like, what's this? And I watched it and I was
It's a
just
little
like,
boy!
This is the cutest thing ever. This little boy is adorable. And Also, it's a show that James won't watch with me because anytime James walked into the kitchen, something like really sad and depressing started happening, and he's like, "What are you watching? Like, why are you watching this? Like, it's gonna make me cry." I'm all like, "But it's so cute." So
I will say the My Anime List thumbnail does not do it justice.
Yeah. No,
I don't even know what that one is. I'm looking on Annie List, so
we're on anal list because me and Danny like to do anal.
sure.
Yeah, so watch it. Watch Kotaro Lives Alone.
Oh, I don't
cute.
know. That's cute.
Oh, he has snake eyeballs.
What the fuck?
Okay.
He has vertical fucking you know what I'm saying, the black part of your eye. Whatever that word is.
He has kind of peculiar set of eyes. Yeah, I know. But
That's why nobody watched it.
all right.
Character
anyways,
design's a little bit ugly.
Wow.
Not gonna lie. I said it. Someone had to say it.
Anyways, all right. Good number 8, Danny. Good number 8. All right. My number 8 is what you call it?
Oh, good. You didn't copy me again.
I did it. I picked Call of the Night because I love it. Yofu Kashi no Uta. This one is about the kid Ko Yamori. He's like a middle school student. He can't sleep. And then walking around in the middle of the night, he meets Nazuna Nanakasa, who's a vampire, and he starts going into the world of vampires. This is based on the manga, of the same name, by Kotoyama, same person who did Dagashi Kashi.
Oh, I love the Gashikashi, dude.
Dagashi.
That was one of my favorite anime EDs.
Yeah, and then like the second season of that, then they like switched to like the short format or something.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, the first season was probably a little. I mean, it wasn't even the first season wasn't great, but anyway.
Yeah,
I just liked the idea of it.
yeah. But yeah, Call of the Night, dude. I really love this. The it looks really nice. The colors were super awesome, and I love the characters a lot. And it's kind of like a slice of life a little bit. It's kind of a little bit of, it's got a romance element to it as well. And, Nazuna and Ko, they kind of make like a deal like, okay, well, let me suck your blood every once in a while because your blood tastes really fucking good for some reason. And he's like, all right, let's hang out. And they just hang out a lot. And it's kind of one of those things where you don't really know if like, okay, are we like just friends or what are we doing? Okay. But then it's like they're kind of like looking at like vampire biting as like this intimate thing because like every time he goes to hang out with her, they go and hang out in her little room that she takes people to, and they sleep in the same bed and they kind of just hang out. And I don't know, it's like is it an intimate thing, is it not? And then later you get introduced to some of her sisters who are like, quit playing, stop playing with the homie, and then you run into Anko Uguisu later, who's like a detective trying to kill vampires. She's a vampire hunter. And it just becomes this crazy thing, man. It's wild. Actually, I was going to see, is the manga still going? I don't think it is. Doesn't say. I think it still is. But either way, I thought it was a really cool show. I really like this. It was kind of like a supernatural comedy. There's some romance elements to it. There's some dark parts to it. And it kind of blended all those things really nicely. And I like vampire stuff, so like, I don't know, I just really loved it. It was really cute. I loved it. You should read the manga and watch the anime. I think they're both pretty good. All right, that was my number 8. Number 8, Nick.
Oh yeah, great OP on that one too.
Yes, love the OP on it.
Oh yeah, and if you like Monogatari, then you might like Call of the Night because it's a little bit of a similar feel to like Bakemonogatari.
In terms of like the main two characters, right?
Yeah, you got like an empty city and characters talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's my comparison. Anyway, my number, what are we on? 7? 8?
8.
My number 8 is Licorice Licorice, Recoil.
Licorice.
Licorice. Oh yeah, we found out it's pronounced Licorice Recoil.
Licorice.
This is an original by A1 Pictures.
A1
and
sauce.
The best part about this is the characters, two main characters. This is pretty much a what do you call it? Like student crime fighting organization anime, where you have the, what are they called? They're just called Licorice, the Licorice program, and they carry out assassinations and they handle tasks for the city, for Japan really, and they're fighting against terrorists, and that's kind of the main plot. And you have the two main characters, Takina and Chisato, who are trying to foil like the main big bad guy at the end. We find out later who it is, and they work with a team. They have a hacker who's like this little lolly girl, Kurumi. They have Mizuki. She's like the older. She's like a former Licorice. Then you have Mika. He owns the cafe, I think. They have a bunch of other characters. Yeah, a bunch of other characters, and so yeah, they're just pretty much fighting against terrorism, and it's just really cool to watch them like fight. The A1 does a great job with the gun, like they use guns, so they're doing gunfights. And Chisato has like the ability to dodge bullets because she can predict where people are moving, and you figure out why she can do that later on because of some stuff that happened. And then Takina is just like, it's, you have the hot and the cold, right? Chisato's the hot, Takina's the cold, and it's like the opposites characters, and the meme of them walking forward and one of them kicking the other one in the butt. That's kind of,
it's almost like a buddy cop a little
bit. Buddy cop. It's like anime high schooler girl buddy cop pretty much. So yeah, it's really fun. They did a pretty good job for an original where they wrap things up well enough, and it's kind of like Spy Family, where it doesn't do anything the best, but it does most things pretty well. So it was funny. It was action packed. The characters are cute. Like Chisato and Takina are some of the best character designs of the whole year, I think. And as we figured out, all that fucking matters is character design. So yeah, that's why Kotaro Lives Alone isn't higher up, Danny. He looks like a snake.
Whatever.
Oh man.
You look like.
I look like a cross-eyed cat.
You look like a piece of shit.
A cross-eyed cat. Dude, that cat was cute. You're tripping, dude. You're weird.
I'm still upset.
All right, number 7, Danny.
My number 7 is my DressUp Darling. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's yours. Whoops.
Thanks, Danny.
Wow, Danny just ruined Psalms number 7.
The wrong list.
You guys should just trade now. Just trade.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sam has to talk about.
I was
Kongning
looking
twice.
at it. I'm all like, wait, I didn't put that so low. What the hell? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I should change that.
Wow, you just spoiled your own list now. Jeez.
No, my number 7 is your Boy Kongning. Yeah, this was fun. I think, honestly, when this show aired, I literally listened to the opening on repeat because that song is just so freaking good. And
didn't they take that from like Mongolia? They took it like a pop song.
It's a
somewhere?
cover from a different artist. I can't remember. One of our
At the end of the day, I don't care. It's
one
really
of our
cool,
listeners mentioned it, but I don't remember who the other artist was. But it is a cover. Like, it's not an original song or anything like that.
Oh, here we go. It's a cover of the Hungarian song. Okay. Buli Karali or Chiki Chiki Bam Bam. Hungarian. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So
Anyways.
Yeah, like honestly, I think this is definitely one on I would say it's one of the better music anime shows that I have seen.
Sure, yeah.
And I mean, there are dozens that I have seen, but I would say this is definitely different. Kongming helps what's her name?
Exactly.
Forget her
What's
name.
her name? See, it doesn't matter. Hat
Told
girl.
you.
Hat girl.
Oh, what the
Kongming
hell's
is
her
like
name?
Bocchi, where like
Eiko.
the
Her
main
name's
character just
Eiko.
carries it.
Mhm.
Tsukimi
Eiko,
Eiko. Like he helps her, get her views, get her follows and everything like that. She befriends the competitive trio pop idol singer, and we find out what went down with them. And then there's like Taijin, who was the rap guy and stuff, which that one was really fun. Also really weird listening to Japanese hip hop and hearing a rap battle was very interesting. Also really weird all at the same time. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk too much because we kind of spoke on it already, but it's really fun and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's a good one. It's a good one. My number 7 is My Dress-Up Darling.
Yeah.
We already knew that though, Sam.
Fucking Danny.
I'm sorry.
Dude, this show, man.
It's so good.
This show is cute. I really enjoy it as a romance and as a slice of life show. It's really cute. It's just like, it's this guy, and he's kind of a loner because he's got different hobbies, and then he meets this girl, and that hobby is like he likes making the dolls. I forgot the name of the kind of dolls they are, but
Hina dolls.
Yeah.
What was that, Danny?
Hina dolls.
Okay, it cut off for me. Kina dolls. Okay.
Kina
No,
dolls,
not
yeah.
Kina. Hina.
Hina. Hina. Hina.
Heina.
Gina.
It's actually pronounced Hina dolls.
Gina.
Thank you.
Gina dolls.
They're made out of fine Gina.
They're made of fine. So obviously he has to.
He makes dolls and then he pokes them with needles, and the girls
No, they're
like,
not
"Oh."
voodoo dolls.
No, like he sews
Yucks.
he sews the costumes and stuff on them, right? So like he's really good at sewing and all that. And he decides one day it's like, oh, I can fix this at school, at the school sewing machines, because they're faster, because his sewing machine fucked up or whatever. And then Marin Kitagawa runs into him, and she's like, oh my god, you can sew? He's like, yeah. And then it turns out she's really into cosplay. She's actually like a weeb, and she wants to cosplay this one character from her favorite like otome game or visual novel game or whatever. And they kind of make a deal. It's like, all right, let's make a deal. I'll make this if you suck my dick or whatever. I don't remember what the deal was, but like it wasn't really a deal. It was just like she kind of asked him to help, and he was like, okay,
He
sure.
never said that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he didn't.
He's not an ugly bastard.
No,
Yet.
yeah.
Not
And then
yet.
so like hilarity ensues, right? Because obviously they're spending a lot of time together, and like the second episode, he's got to like get her measurements right. So like she shows up, and he's like, no, don't worry, I wore a bathing suit underneath or whatever, and
Yeah, because he was all like, you have to be like naked, and
Yeah.
she just like casually stripped down and was all like, Gojo, it's fine, I wore a bathing suit, but the bathing suit was like super skimpy and everything
was
like
hot.
that, and like
The only thing is she didn't have no butt. She had a pancake butt.
she got a butt. Just a
She had
little-
boobs, but no butt.
so
Can't
cute
trust
butt.
somebody with no butt.
Anyways, fucking Nick. Studio Clover Works, man. I thought it was
Gotta
really
do some
good.
squats, Marin.
It was really nicely animated too, for I feel like a lot of these romance shows in the past couple of years, they get shafted to their crappy animation. There's and it makes it to me that adds to the boringness too. But also the story in this one is just really nice. Like the characters progress really nicely, and later they start meeting more characters. They meet the one character who's like a really famous like cosplay social media, on really famous cosplayer on social media. They hang out with her and her sister, and it's really fun. It's really good. I really like it. It's a really nice show, and it's I think you should watch it, dude. It's good. Kazumasa Ishida did the character design, and he did the character design for Wonder Egg Priority and or not Wonder Egg Priority, but shoot, what else did he do? I don't remember. But he's
doesn't matter. He did this.
He's an animation. He's an animation director and a key animator, and he did the character designs for this. So he's in the business, and he's really good at what he does. So
Well, was the original creator? Did the designs in the source look the same? Look pretty similar, I think.
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's
it's Shinichi Fukuda Matata.
Fukuda Matata. Yeah, they're pretty. The styles are pretty close. Yeah, because it's based on a manga that appears in Young Gangan magazine. But yeah, that's my number 7. Number 7, Nick. 7.
Hot hand with the dice. All right, my number 7 is Chainsaw Man, and I'm surprised they didn't do a Chappelle Show skit in the opening, because that would have been funny. Ashy Larry and Chainsaw Man. Oh my god. I could see Denji doing that. Denji would totally play dice. He would totally do that and lose everything, but it'd be funny. Okay, Chainsaw Man. I'm going to be positive, unlike Sam. Okay? I actually enjoy anime when I watch it. Okay? You got that, Sam? All right. Chainsaw Man. I was hoping you'd say something. I'm vamping until I can think of something to say. Chainsaw Man. Wellity. What a show. I'm just kidding. Mappa. Did you mention Mappa did this one?
I did.
Okay. They do a lot of stuff. They're working to themselves to the bone. They did a fucking good job like animating it though overall.
They did, yeah.
I would say.
It was really nice.
This was like the first arc of the manga, right? Or the first, how many volumes is the manga? It did like half of it, right? Or a third of it?
Yeah, like a third-ish. Yeah.
Not counting the new stuff that's coming out?
Yeah, not counting the new stuff, so just the first part, yeah.
So, yeah, and this was, I can see why people might be like nonplussed that it was different from the manga, but like I still found it very entertaining. Denji, Power, and Aki were like the most entertaining characters in the show. Makima, she keeps her feel of like this like scary lady that you see at first, but also she's really hot, and you think she's like, okay, she could be the good guy, and then later in the show you're like, I'm glad she's on our side, and like that's what happens, and then I don't want to spoil what happens, but yeah, like it does a really great job with some of the main characters, like the what's her name? What's that other girl's name?
Who?
Is it the eye patch girl?
Himeno.
Yeah, Himeno. Yeah, she her story was great too. Her and Denji's flirting and the vomit in Denji's mouth scene was just hilarious. The directing in the show is actually really good. I found like
it is.
They did a very creative job. It wasn't just like a 1-for-1 manga to the screen adaptation, because a lot of people will do that because it's simple, I guess, but it's not that you gotta like actually adapt it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and the other girl, what's her name? Chobani. That's we call her Chobani because I don't know why, but Kobeni. Her best scenes are coming up in the next arc or two, and you guys will see it. I don't want to like say anything, but the Kishibe too. He's freaking great. Like when he's training Power and Denji, that was awesome.
I should have said this too. Yeah, the dynamic it is between Power Denji and Aki, and Power and Denji, and then Power and Denji and Kishibe is done so well.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
anime.
yeah.
It's almost cooler in the anime. Like, I don't know. Like,
It's almost like Looney Tunes style, where like they keep trying to kill him, but then he's just like destroying them without any effort.
yeah.
But yeah, and the devils they fight early on are interesting. Obviously the sword devil or the katana devil, whatever the name is. Basically, it's Chainsaw Man, but we have it at home. That was a cool fight with Denji and him, and yeah, the EDs in the show put every other anime ED like ending theme song to shame. They must have spent so much money on those, like just the animation, and they had different songs for every episode. It was crazy. This show got a lot of effort put into it. So
and the OP was actually, I should have mentioned, the OP was really good.
Yeah, the OP was really cool. They did a lot of movie references and pop culture references. So you'll get that if you're cultured and if you only watch anime, you probably won't get a lot of references. That's the best thing this show has done, is encourage people to branch out beyond anime. Oh man. Start with the Big Lebowski. All right.
Okay, Danny, number 6.
My number 6 is Love After World Domination.
This just squeezed on my list, like very, yeah. It's like
slipped right in there,
pinching that last loaf, and it's like it has to come out and won't come out, and then you just finally, yeah. Sorry. Anyways, I love this, but yes, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, this is honestly, like, a lot of romance shows came out this year, like some really good ones. And this was one of them for sure. This is the dynamic of like forbidden love, and you have Sentai, it's pretty much like Red Ranger from the Power Rangers goes out on a date with
Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, Rita Repulsa and stuff, and literally they're just boyfriend girlfriend, and they're just literally trying to figure out how to date each other, but without the public finding out that they're dating, because obviously Desumi, she is the bad guy, and Fudo is, the Justice Red Ranger of the Gelato 5. So
Gelato 5.
Yeah.
So funny, dude.
That's a great name right there.
It's so fucking funny. The Gelato.
But this is so good. And like one of Fudo's like colleagues finds out about their relationship, and she was all like, "Oh, don't worry, I won't say anything. It's fine." Like, honestly, Desumi was the one who like encouraged me to, become like a crime fighter kind of person. So that was like really cool to see and stuff. So yeah. I love it. It's so good. Like it's definitely, it's very different. It's kind of, it gives me, I mean, like they're completely different shows, but it's it's almost similar to like how My Love Story is, where it's not, it's not like that typical trope where,
you're waiting.
Yeah. Like, are they
get together right away?
Yeah. So like,
and you're watching how the relationship progresses.
Yeah. So
they break their AT fields early.
I really hope we get more of it, because, I mean, it ended like very subtle and stuff, but I would love to see more. Like, I would love to see more of their like shenanigans and stuff like that. So this is another like OP that I really, really, really enjoyed. But yeah, like, it's so good. Just watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, for a romance, it's like because like the Sentai part's just kind of like the backdrop of it, you know. But like,
Yeah, it's definitely more of the
yeah,
secondary kind of thing.
it's just like the setting, yeah. Because like, and that's it's the backdrop for their relationship, obviously, because like they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, it's good that there is a backdrop too. And
Yeah.
it's not just the romance. Yeah.
Yeah. Best character is Culver Bear.
Oh yeah, they keep trying to turn the girl into like a monster.
Yeah,
Don't they keep doing that?
yeah. So
And she's like, nah.
yeah, there was like a point in time where like the big baddie Bossler was all like, Desumi, you're gonna get promoted to become a creature, and she's all like, but I don't want to. Like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Like, because if you
can be the most dangerous monster of all.
Yeah,
Spoilers,
like,
it's man.
and like if you get turned into like the monsters, obviously you can't change back. So she's like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Like,
Yeah.
She's like, nah, I've seen
okay.
Full Metal Alchemist. I know how that goes.
Yeah. Because she's like the head of the Gecko Society, but there's one guy above her, which is the Master Emperor.
yeah, she's
Faith
like
Johnson.
one of like the leaders of like a division for the Gecko Society.
Yeah.
So she's called, like, they call her Queen of Death or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but her dynamic with her colleagues and stuff is really funny.
Oh yeah.
Especially the girl in like Steel Princess, where Steel Princess was like in love with somebody, and then
Culver Bear.
Yeah, Clover. And then they started dating. And then there's that dynamic with Anna, the girl with the pink hair, because she has like a crush on Desumi. So, and like she's pretty much a rival for Fudo and stuff, which is really funny because Fudo thought Anna liked him, but Anna was all like, no, you asshole. Like, I like Desumi. Desumi is my crush. So get out of here. Yeah, it's great. I love it. So.
All right. Wait, that was your number 6? Okay, my number 6. Made in Abyss. Made in a Piss.
Someone had to say it.
The Golden City of the Scorching Sun. Yeah, man.
The golden shower is more like it.
The
The golden showers of the bruised up lollies. I mean, that's not that far off from what Made in Abyss is.
But no, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this it takes place after the movie, obviously, I forget
the
name of
movie.
it.
Yeah, they meet the masked guy. Bondrewd. Yeah. Is it Bondrewd?
Bondrewd.
Anyway.
Bondrizzle. And they descend to the next level, because to get to the next level, you got to go past this one gate where it's pretty much like where, first of all, that's where Bondrewd's fortress is, his laboratory is. And then secondly,
Dawn of the Deep Soul.
Dawn
I
of
just
the
had
Deep
to
Soul.
say it.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It'd be pretty sad if we couldn't get that.
Once you go past that point, this is the point they call where it's like, no, like you can't go back. Like this is it. Like if you go past here, there's no such thing as ascending, really.
It's like a zip tie. The Abyss is a zip tie.
Yeah, unless you're like a super duper Super Saiyan 9000, pretty much. Then like
unless you're a defective zip tie that doesn't actually lock.
Because I think her mom and Ozen came from the bottom one time, right? Or is that like a legend or something? I don't remember.
Ozen did, kind of? Well, no, I don't think... Well, Ozen didn't go past a certain point,
Oh,
right?
the flowers. That's right. Yeah, no, that's right. Ozen, yeah, it was the flowers I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That's interesting. So, like, wait a second. If you go far enough down, does it get harder to go higher and higher? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
So, like, if they made it to the surface, that would be the most painful? I mean, they'd be dead, but you know what I mean? Like...
Well, as you get deeper, the curse of the abyss gets worse. Each layer gets worse, right? But
so
then,
the farther away from the abyss you get, the worse it gets.
The farther away from the top you get, the worse it gets.
Wait, the top?
The deeper you go, the worse it gets.
No, I know. I'm saying, if let's say you start at the bottom of the abyss, the higher you climb, the worse the curse gets. Is that how that works?
No, it's the other way
Okay.
around. But like,
no, I'm saying if you're trying to climb out. Anyway, doesn't matter.
The deeper you are, like where the golden,
I know.
Where the show
Let's say you
is
have the
mainly
curse,
taking place,
you try
like,
to climb out.
it is impossible. It's nearly impossible to go back up.
yeah.
Like,
I'm just asking, is it like, does it get harder the higher you climb? After you've been cursed and you start climbing, does it get harder the more you climb?
Oh yeah, I think they did say that. Yeah,
because she's climbing the stairs at one point. Oh, that was in the movie, but yeah,
it's like the curse.
Like their body starts to just like slough off and like disintegrate and shit.
The curse fucks with you so much that it gets harder to go back out. That's why. Yeah. No, you're right, Nick. Yeah, sorry. I know. Okay, yeah, my misunderstood.
What if not Regu? What the hell's her name? Rico. What if Rico's mom is actually Yawgmoth?
The hell?
Or Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. Think about that.
Is this a Magic the Gathering reference?
Yeah.
You're fired.
Dude, the Phyrexians have a sphere. They have spheres. It's just like the Abyss. They're going to get completed with oil.
Come on, dude.
Mitty would be a general.
Mitty would be a general.
Mitty would be a praetor.
Dude,
Mitty, voice of hunger.
Voice of hunger. Dude, Sugita did a lot of cuts in this, and it's, I mean, not only is it just a wild show, you know, in general, but like it just looks amazing production-wise. But the story gets more and more crazy and dark as it goes on, and it's just...
yeah, you learn about Nanachi and not Prushka, the other one. Mania? No. Who's the other character? The animal, oh my god. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong one, that's why.
Yeah, the fur face, the furry.
Furface Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, furry.
I should know this, dude. Fapita, there we go, Fapita.
Fapita, yeah.
This arc is kind of a lot about Fapita, really.
Yeah, and it's about the city they're in, which is the Scorching Sun, or the city of the Scorching Sun. And yeah, it's just really amazing, and you guys should watch Made in Abyss if you haven't yet. You know, watch this, then watch the Dawn of the Deep Soul movie, and then this. And we did.
The flashbacks in this season are great.
Oh man, they're so good. Yeah,
you learn about like how the explorers became like these weird creatures, like these Cronenberg style creatures.
Yeah, Cronenberg style. That's fucked up.
It's like Dr. Seuss Cronenberg.
Dr. Seuss Cronenberg.
They're fluffy.
oh my god,
that's actually really funny. Dr. Seuss Cronenberg. But yeah, dude, like it shows a little bit more about Reg's origin, which is really cool. So, hell yeah, dude.
And this time you didn't have to watch him pissing and shitting himself like in the movie.
Yeah, dude. But yeah,
sometimes they go too far.
Sometimes they go too far. You should watch Made in Abyss. All right, what's your number 6, Nick?
All right, my number 6 is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. And this was just like a really fun show. It hit me at the right time. This was from the fall, right? Yeah, the fall. Studio Sunrise, obviously, Gundam. It's an original. It is not in the Universal Century, so you can just pick it up and watch it. You don't have to watch all of Gundam. And this Gundam follows Soleta Mercury, and she's at the Acacia School of Technology, at the behest of her mother, and they're at the school. They duel their mobile suits against each other, and so Soleta duels against what's his name, Jaturk Guel, and she beats him in the first episode, and so she's wed to Myorine, who's this other chick, and everyone draws fan art of Soleta and Myorine because they're two girls, and it's like Revolutionary Girl Utena, kind of. It has a very similar plot beats up to that point, but then it turns into Gundam. So, and then you get into like this corporation drama in the show, and there's multiple corporations vying for power and technology. It's just really cool to see how it all plays out. It's Gundam. I mean, if you've seen Gundam, you know what type of things happen. you should watch the prequel episode 0 prologue to this before you watch it.
You really
it's
should.
basically
Yeah.
It's just a single episode. It's 24 minutes. So and that shows Soletta as a child. And it's just like it's really cool just to see how I want to watch it again to like get more of the nuances of all the politics and corporate shit that's happening, because I feel like I skimmed some of that and I need to know more about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like and again, you have like the hot and cold. So Soletta's not really hot. It's almost like the opposite. Soletta has like a stutter. She has some sort of condition. I don't know if she's autistic or something else like that, but she does have like condition like that, right? She's a little bit like Boji kind of, but she can talk and
She
all
just
that.
is like raised in an environment and by her mom that's, she's not very sociable, I guess. I think there's more to it than that. And
Yeah, I think she does have some sort of condition that like they don't specifically say, but
yeah, we were discussing it after the show ended in our Discord, and there's probably more to it than we know, because obviously like her mom is on some devious shit, but like
yeah, her mom is the Char of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
She has the Char mask. I didn't figure it out until she put on the mask. I'm like, oh, that's Char.
yeah, dude. I
guess that's the one thing you need to know. Like Gundam, the character with the mask, that's the Char clone. So yeah.
That's the Char clone, and they're probably
Char Aznavour. He's the original.
If they're
bad
not
guy.
all the way a villain, they might be doing some shady shit, and who knows? So it's like there's so
and in
many
this show, it's hard to tell
questions.
who's good and who's bad. Like
For real.
only Soletta and Murian are good, kind of. But even Murian is kind of questionable. But like Soletta is definitely like lawful good. She's like innocent. So, but also not innocent as you watch the show. So yeah, nobody's a good guy in Gundam, kind of. But yeah, this is just really entertaining. It's giant robots. If you like Mecha, Gundam, there you go. If you like Utena and Mecha, there you go.
Yeah, dude. All right. Now we're between 6 and 5. Let's quickly go over our favorite OPs and EDs. We'll do NSD order because that's how it's listed in the sheet. Nick, why don't you start with yours real quick?
All right, my favorite OP. Are we doing both or one at a time?
Yeah, do your OP and ED, and then we'll go.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do both.
My favorite OP, I had a number of them. I was going to pick the one that Sam picked, but I decided to pick this one instead. This is Chicky Chicky Bomb Bomb by Queendom, and this is from the show Ya Boy Kongning.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny already mentioned it. Really catchy OP. It has like 10 million views on YouTube. It's super popular. I could see people karaokeing it or dancing to it or cosplaying to it. You have Kong Ming and the whole crew just dancing, and it's like night lights and it's really hype. That's all I can really say about it.
A lot of these Chinese printed backgrounds with characters dancing in front of them.
Yeah. And the dances are actually pretty easy to do, so even I could almost do it.
Yeah, I every time.
Who am I kidding? I couldn't
every
do
time, every when I was watching the show, dude, and a new episode, I didn't skip the OP, and I would just dance along to it. And Trisha would walk in and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut up. That's what I'm doing."
Yeah, this is kind of show like if you put this on in front of a group, everybody's gonna sing along and dance to the OP.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's the kind of thing it is. So
yeah,
I love that. Then my favorite ED is from Chainsaw Man, and I honestly all of the EDs in Chainsaw Man are god tier, but I had to pick one, so I'm gonna pick Hawatari Nikusenti, or 200 million centimeter long blade by Maximum the Hormone. Yeah. And this was the third ED of the show. It starts off like really like metal sounding, like I don't know, Sam could describe it better, but it's like really dark, like and then it gets into this like angelic song near the midpoint. And the animation just goes nuts. Like it's insane, dude. They're just going like full like fucking Evangelion mind break shit for the whole
Evangelion mind break. Yeah,
it's
dude,
fucking crazy.
Maximum
it has like 20 million
Hormone.
views on YouTube.
You know, they're known for like their kind of like math rock avant-garde metal, so it's like it just goes nuts. You know what I mean? Like it's just they'll just add.
Did they do Parasite too, or is that somebody else?
No, that was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they'll just throw in a whole other genre in the middle of a song just for fun. You know what I mean? Like it's really funny. So
Yeah, it doesn't work for all songs, but it works really well for like anime endings and stuff.
definitely does. For me, I love it, man.
I mean, even the thumbnail on YouTube looks like Evangelion. It kind of does. My other favorite one was ending 4 with Power dancing, but that song wasn't as catchy. So,
but the animation, was good.
Yeah.
For me, Nick was gonna pick this one, and because we both agree this one's great. But Hadaka no Yusha by Vondi, which I think I don't remember the English translation for it, but it's like it's
Yusha means hero.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
know
it's
that.
like it's like lonely hero or something like that. Yeah, but like it's the second OP of Ranking of Kings, so this year, it's so good. Just the song is really good, really catchy. I love the song. Again, boarded by Yamashita, and just animated so well. It's just so cinematic. It's like I could just watch it so many times over and over. It's so good. Just especially the beginning, the first part of it. It's just like it shows a wall of what looks to be just like a little in room, and it's a candlelight, right? And then you see Bochi and Kage, is that his name? The little shadow.
Yeah. Pro ZD, that's what I call him.
They're playing little shadow puppets on the wall, right? And then Boji.
Oh, he makes the crown out of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boji stands up, and then Kage makes the crown on Boji's head. It's like, oh, dude.
Honestly, this is probably like the best, or in my opinion, the best OP. But Kongming is more hype and fun. So I did a curveball.
That's true. It's my ED. I picked Hana no To by Sayuri for Licorice Recoil. Number 1, because the song is really catchy and really cute. And number 2, like the animation of it is really cool. It's like this kind of moving setting, and then the characters walking across it, and then
Oh yeah, I like the characters walking to the side.
Yeah. It was really cool. And then like at first it's like these really bright colors, like these really pastel-y bright colors, and then you see Takina kind of just sitting there chilling with the window, and it looks really cute. And I don't know, I just like it. Like it a lot.
It's upbeat. It sounds like an OP almost.
Yeah. Yep. And Danny.
Yes. What's up?
It's your turn.
OP? Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
I know.
Danny's like, huh?
Danny was dozing off like Takina.
Yeah.
My favorite OP is Mirai no Hiro Tachie by by Sam, you gotta help me.
Takayaki Show.
Thank you. It's the OP for Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. It's so good. I love it.
You and your dang babies, Danny.
Dude, she's so cute, man. No, this show's so good.
No, this show's good.
Oh, man. I'm kind of mad it's
It
not on
starts
my
off
list.
with a crotch shot of the dad. That's what I noticed.
Dude. But yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, like it just like how it develops, you know, it's very heartwarming, it's very soothing. It kind of tells you it's not like a show don't tell kind of thing. It definitely like shows you some sort of like what is the show about really, but it's very fun and heartwarming and bubbly and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a more summarizing OP, but that's okay because
it's a slice of lifestyle.
It's a slice of life, so you don't need, it doesn't need to be fancy. But for what was done, it was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot. And my ED, I could not find the name of it because it was in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Like there was no like English words for it. It was all in
I can see if I can find it.
Kanji,
yeah, go ahead.
or I'm not sure what kind of So, but it's the first ED from Yurusei Yatsura, and it's by Mason Dace, featured KAF and Sumiki. So I mean,
This is when I have the star and the heart.
yes, this is
Okay.
this is the heart, like the star making the heart and stuff like that. I mean,
The show had some bops. The OP was awesome
like
too.
Yurusei Yatsura has some great music in it. Like I think it's one of my favorites. I'm constantly listening to the songs all the time.
Yeah. Even the old Urusei Yatsura also has a classic
Oh
OP.
yeah, they're good too.
Everybody copies the Urusei Yatsura OP style.
Oh, you know what, Danny? It's on this thing. Tokyo Shandy Rendezvous.
Thank you. Okay.
I just realized I could read that.
Oh yeah, when they go
Yeah.
the hi-ya.
Because I was trying to
Just
I
got
was
to that part.
I was trying to read it, and then I realized it was on our thing.
This
which
might
I'll
be the
mention later.
brightest colors in any ED.
So good.
Yes.
These are really bright.
It's so
Oh, and the heart's just falling
good.
down.
Like
So good. I love
mean,
the OP, but this was really good. Yeah.
I
Yeah, the shooting stars at the end. Yep.
I know I know I picked Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting as my favorite opening.
Dan's gonna audible.
Change up. Audible. Let's go.
Audible.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
The first OP for Yurusei Yatsura is like
Oh, you don't want to audible and change it?
Change it. Let's go.
Change it. Let's go,
okay,
Danny.
fine. Yeah, I'll change it. Okay, yeah. This is the first OP to Yurusei Yatsura. It's so good. Like
Dude, is that the first time Danny's audibled on the podcast?
maybe,
Hell
probably.
yeah.
Dude,
We're
everyone-
changing her.
Everyone send her $5 for the first audible. Hashtag audible on the podcast. All right.
Probably, maybe. I never do that, but like, yeah.
Well, plus now they match.
Now
It's
they
so
match.
good though. Like I love
It
it.
is really good.
I love it when like, freaking Otaru is like excited to see like an idol or whatever, but then it turns out to be Lum, and then she starts dancing and everything. He's all upset. And
He's like, damn it.
freaking Mendo, his dad, and Ray, and like a whole bunch of other people, like Otaru's classmates in the background, are just like they have like the little wand thingies, and they're just going back and forth and stuff. It's just so it's so good.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
The
It's
concert on the
hilarious.
roof. Yeah.
Yeah, up on the roof. Yeah, it's so good. I love it.
Shenanigans. It's just shenanigans.
Yeah, like
Because that's what this show is.
it's
just-
yeah, it's hilarious. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the second songs for the second half of the show is great too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's our OPs and EDs of 2022. Reminder,
There's a lot of other good ones too we didn't mention, but yeah.
but we did mention them on episode 382, which is our Anime Summit Radio number 6.
Awkwardly enough, we forgot the Kongming song on that.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know
did.
how we forgot that.
Oh,
This is
oh,
also
yeah,
me
we-
making up for that.
Oh, we did not put it on there. Damn it.
Because
Yeah.
for some reason, I think we all thought each other was going to add it or something. I don't know what
I
happened.
literally thought like I was gonna put it on my list, but then I was like, no, Nick really liked that song, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
let
next time just list everything and we can just fucking throw it all in there. Fuck it. I don't want to miss a great song again.
Yeah, so
Never again.
You can go listen to our Anime Summit Radio number 6, best OPs and EDs of 2022, if you'd like. Okay, here's our top 5.
Oh my god.
Do it for like another full minute.
Okay, no, seriously. All right, Danny, number 5. Let's go.
So my number 5 is
God.
Sorry, go ahead. All right, I'm done, for real. I'm done for real.
okay.
Totally.
Get it out of your system, quick.
Okay, no, I'm good.
My number 5 is Sasaki and Miyano.
I wish I finished this one.
This is a Danny show right here.
This is a Danny and a Zayla show.
Yeah, Zayla liked this one a lot,
Zayla
too.
really
Oh,
liked
yeah.
this one.
He did like this one, yeah.
This was the gay boys, right?
Yes, these are little gay boys. But like it's Studio Dean, surprisingly. And the animation for this is really, really good. So But it's just about Miyano. He spends his day reading like boys love manga, and he worries about like the soft features of his face, about his face and stuff. So
Yeah.
His world of fiction becomes like a reality when a chance encounters with his high school senior Sasaki, and stuff. So there was like a fight that Sasaki was trying to break up and everything, and then all of a sudden they kind of just start to hang out. Like Sasaki is super engaging in what Miyano does, and he wants to know, what he does on his spare time. Miyano even recommends some boys love manga to Sasaki, and Sasaki isn't really much of a manga reader, but he reads the manga and he actually really likes them and stuff. So, and it does turn into affection. Like Sasaki really likes Miyano, and Miyano is kind of like confused. Like he's not sure if it's like real feelings or it's just Sasaki being nice because he's kind of like a popular student at the school and everything like that. So it's a super adorable story. I love it so much. The movie actually came out last Friday, so I kind of have to wait until I'm able to watch that. So, but yeah, it's similar
The
to
top
Given.
recommendation is Horimiya and then Given.
Yeah, it's similar to Given, except there's no music involved or anything like that. So it's really good.
It looks like a shoujo. It's got like the sparkles.
I mean,
or
it kind of
is.
It is
It's a boys love shoujo.
It is a boys love shoujo. Yeah.
Based on
You're
a
right.
manga, right? It's a web manga.
The only
It is
boys
based
love
on a
I watch is
manga.
with
Yep, that is still
skateboards.
releasing right now. I actually have 4 volumes of it already. So.
Oh, it's serializing in Pixiv on Gene Pixiv. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I should make a Pixiv account.
Yeah, Pixiv seems fun. I always hear about stuff on that.
I got a lot of titties I want to share, if you know what I mean.
What about what is it? Not DeviantArt.
Art
What's
Station?
the other one that starts with P?
I don't know what that one. You're thinking of something.
Pinterest. There we go.
Nobody uploads it. All right.
Is that one dead now? Is that an old one?
Nah, that's just where people go to get recipes for their crockpot chicken that they throw cream cheese in. Listen, let me tell you people something really quick before I go to my number 5. Not every crockpot recipe needs cream chicken, okay? Stop fucking doing that. Not everything needs ranch powder and cream cheese, you fucking weirdo. God, so nasty.
It's the only spice we can handle.
Oh my god.
But yes, I gotta watch that because Danny has told me to watch it. So
Yes, you need to watch it, Sam. You would love it.
Not me though. Skate was enough for me.
Skate was gay enough for Nick.
Skate was great.
Skate's great. Season 2 is coming soon. That's what's up. My number 5, dude, was Licorice. Licorice Recoil.
Oh, for a second I was all like, what the hell is that? And then I was
Licorice? Yeah. Licorice Recoil. Yeah, dude, I love it.
Licorice 911.
I mean, Nick said it all for me pretty much. I loved it. I am Team Chisato.
Okay, you're Team Chisato. What about Danny?
I didn't watch it.
Danny,
Come on.
Danny, you're Team Terrorist. All right.
Yeah, Danny
Just
is
to be
Majima.
fun,
Ew.
I'll be Team Takina.
Danny's
Team
Danny's
Takina.
Majima. Or Majima.
Majima. Yeah, you're Majima, Danny. Sorry. You're like a discount double check Spike.
He does look like Spike a little bit, but I like his design too. Like his
Yeah.
He looked like an evil Spike, like player 2 evil Spike, kind of. And then he wears a Hawaiian shirt. That's what I'm saying though. Like the designs of the show are really cool. I really like their uniforms a lot.
Who did the character? We gotta shout them out. Who did the character design for this shit?
I think
God damn, dude.
Did we? If we didn't say it on our character design episode, I'm gonna be really pissed. But yeah, I'll find it really quick. But yeah, this show.
Oh, here we go. Muru Imigi.
Muru Imigi. Okay, yeah.
And also Yumiko Yamamoto. I don't know. Okay. This might be incorrect. Original creator is Asara. That's it. They don't have any more info.
Oh, so they probably did like the original.
It was a team effort, guys. I don't know who did it.
Muru Imigi probably did it for just like the show or whatever.
Well,
But,
it's an original though. It's not. It doesn't have a source.
oh, sure. Well, I mean, the original creator probably did the original designs, though, right? So, I don't know. But either way, I just Googled Imigi Muru's name, and I'm going to start following because there's a lot of hot people that they draw on here. Woo.
Oh, they did. They also did this art club has a problem. They did those character designs, which that show actually looked pretty good. So,
Yeah, I like it. So much so to the point where I started collecting a whole nother new anime card game, just to buy the Licorice Recoil set. So it's like I need these. Me and Mike from Anime Plummet.
Shit too.
Me and Mike from Anime Plummet are gonna learn to play, and we'll record some videos and play for you guys. I didn't ask him about that. I decided it just now. Planning on the podcast. Everyone take a shot. Shut up. That being said, yeah, Licorice Recoil, man, you should watch it. It's really cool. So, very, very cool. Nick, what is your number 5?
My number 5
5
is do it yourself or do it yourself.
Do it to yourself.
This show was fucking adorable. It was kind of like keep your something off Azakin. Oh my god, I can't even.
Keep your hands off Azakin.
Yeah, keep your hands off Azakin. I am just out of it right now. This show, it's a club show. You have a bunch of girls they're like at a tech school pretty much, and they're kind of in the future, I think, like in the not too distant future, and it's a similar feel to Yuru Camp a little bit, except they're not camping, but it's a club show, so there you go. Maybe, yeah, I would say keep your hands up. Azakin is probably a closer comp because it looks a little bit similar, and you have like really nerdy characters like nerding out over stuff, which I guess every club show does that. But so you have a bunch of characters. You have the main character Yua Serufu. She's a klutz, but also very smart, and she's constantly covered in band-aids because she keeps hurting herself. And in our Discord, people were, I think Sen was like, I got that Serufu drip. It's just a band-aid.
It's just a band-aid, yeah. It was a tweet. It was someone's tweet, yeah.
Oh yeah, they posted a tweet, yeah. And the best character in the show is Juliet Queen Elizabeth the VIII, and she is an exchange student. I don't remember what country she's. I think probably England, and yeah, Elizabeth. Duh. So she's like this. She's a younger character. She's like 12, and the other characters are like 16ish. And
yeah, because she's
all
like,
they do is
smart.
Yeah, they do crafts basically. They build things, and they're ultimately building a tree house, and that's what this show is. And then it's the intricacies of like, you know, what they're doing and the character interactions, and like, okay, we got to get this done. We're doing this project. You know, we're learning about what we want to do, and it's just really, really funny. I love Juliet. She just sparks up every scene, and it's fucking hilarious because she's like really demanding, but like also really smart, and she's really rich too. Her and one of the other girls are both rich, so it's funny. Yeah. Miku. Yeah, Miku is the one who hosts Juliet in their home, and oh shoot, I don't remember they all have nicknames basically. I don't remember what their nicknames were, but they were funny. So
Juliet,
Jobco.
Juliet is Jobco.
Jobco. There we go. Yeah, that's the one.
Miku is Pudding.
Is it Pudding?
Pudding. Yeah. Pudding.
I think we all have this one on there? Spoilers. All right. You guys can talk more about it too. So, love this show. I probably should have put it higher, but yeah, there we go.
Do it yourself.
Danny.
Yeah, I mean, do it yourself for me is number 4. So.
Oh, nice one.
It's
Nice
just
one.
such a good feel-good anime.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
It was like I love the animation for this and stuff. It's very subtle and soft, easy on the eyes.
Studio Pine Jam
Studio
did this.
Pine Jam, based on a manga that's releasing still. So
Jam pining.
it's just a cute kind of, cute girls doing cute things. So, yeah, I mean, at the end, I was happy that Miku or Pudding, she finally kind of joined the club and everything like that.
Yeah.
So because she kept
Well, the club is like one school, and then Juliet and Miku join it, even though they're not from the school.
No,
Juliet
goes to the school.
Yeah, Juliet
Because
goes
she couldn't
to,
get into the other one.
correct, yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
she was bad with her Japanese.
Yeah, she screwed up her application, so she accidentally joined the
So
school. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
it was Kokoro and Miku who are from the other
Oh yeah,
the
Kokoro,
other
yeah.
school.
The cat girl.
She's actually my favorite character. And
She's my least favorite. All right.
so, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
super
Sam,
cute.
please tell
I
me
love
yours
it.
is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I like it's I'll wait for when Sam talks about it. Spoilers.
Spoilers? Spoiler!
Do you have anything else, Danny?
No.
Sorry, I butted in.
No, you're good. I think we pretty much said it all
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
until some.
Makes my job easier. No, it makes my job easier. Shit. You know, I mean, we let
Makes your job code
this
easier.
year was kind of tough. Like I said, this year was kind of tough. We all had different shit on our list, but there was a lot of stuff that like we left out that we all loved too. So, number 4, going to the stove, going out the door, having sex on the floor.
Getting sand in your crack.
What the hell?
There's sand on the floor.
Dude, my number 4 is Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Woo!
Bruh. Yeah, so Studio Trigger, produced by CD Projekt Red, obviously based on the franchise Cyberpunk. The anime takes place 1 year before the game Cyberpunk 2077. The series acts as a prequel to the game 2077. And, in this metropolis night city, crime is rampant. People are selling cyborg parts and body
Super late
parts.
stage capitalism.
Super crazy late stage capitalism.
It's
Fucked
like
up.
the USA pretty much, but in the future.
Yeah. They describe it as a futuristic Californian metropolis.
Oh yeah, literally is USA
Literally,
in the future.
yeah. And then people, these people are called edge runners. You call them edge runners. They cyber themselves up. They add cybernetic parts to their bodies in order to, have more power. You have more power, you can do more things, and that includes crime. And big corporation is, at the center of this kind of, shit that makes things fucked up. And so this is how they get by. That's how edge runners get by, man. And so the main guy, David Martinez, is kind of doesn't want to go to school. He's not really big on school. It's kind of stupid. His mom dies. They get in a car accident. His mom dies.
Yeah, it's like episode 1.
It's episode 1, yeah. So it's like this is what sets off the the events of things. And because of her level of medical insurance, they don't help her and she dies. And David Martinez,
Just like the USA.
just like the USA.
I think they'll technically help you, but you're fucked after.
But you're fucked
anyway,
afterwards, yeah.
They'll stabilize you.
Yeah, like you're alive, but it doesn't matter. But like, in his mom's possession, in his mom's things, he finds this thing called the Sandevistan cyberware, and it's like the spinal cord that gives you the ability to like.
It goes
move.
to 11.
Yeah, you basically are super fast, like the Flash. And so he gets it installed in his spine, and he starts doing stuff. He meets up with these group of edge runners, and he starts working with them, and shit ensues, and everything goes to hell, and it's fucking wild. There's kind of 2 sections of the show. Like the first 6 episodes take place like, in one at one time.
Oh yeah, there's a mini time jump.
There's like a miniature time jump. But yeah, dude. I mean, Trigger just triggering. It's so good. Like, not only is the story gets progressively crazier and crazier, keeps you on the edge of your butt, like your butt clenching a little bit. It also is just beautifully done. You know, you can tell, you know, which people directed which episodes, and it's just amazing, man. And one of my favorite artists ever, Yona Yamamai, directed an episode on it. For context, she's the character designer of Kiznaiver. And she did some key animation in Shinsekai Yori and Kill la Kill. And she also did some key animation for Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which is the ED. She did the storyboarding and key animation for the ED. And then you have fucking Sushio, who boarded, and he's the animation director, and Yo Yoshinari. You can tell, like...
Oh, Yo Yoshinari.
Dude, you can tell when Yoshinari, like fucking, like, you know, did some shit. You know what I mean? You can just fucking tell. If you love Trigger and you know these people at Trigger, you can tell, like, which episodes they boarded and directed. It's fucking amazing. Episode 9 was really good. Also, the opening song, Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Franz. Well, I love Franz Ferdinand.
This is the show where the insert song is the best song.
Dude. Yeah,
that was your house.
That was on our radio hour too that we put at the end.
Yeah, that's technically not an OP or ED, so we didn't have it.
Yeah, I really want to say
that's the best song.
I really want to say Your House by Rosa Walton. And Rosa Walton is actually in a band called Let's Eat Grandma. So if you've ever heard of Let's Eat Grandma, that's like her voice, or one of the voices on Let's Eat Grandma. Their music is sick. I love Let's Eat Grandma. They're really cool. I did not realize it was the same person until I had to like look it up. But yeah. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, really fucking awesome. Okay. Number 4 for Nick.
Mine is Spy Family or Spy X Family. This is... I probably put it a little too high, to be honest. But I don't know. I feel like Spy Family is so easy to recommend to everybody that I want to put it high up because...
I mean, it's a good show. Like,
it's good. Yeah, it's good at like pretty much everything. And sometimes it's great. Like when Anya is on the screen, it's fucking hilarious. Every time she does a reaction face or does something like silly, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you guys already described it. It's, and we've said this a million times. You got a psychic, you got a spy, and you got an assassin. One thing I'll say is like I wish they would go more into what Yor does for her job. She's kind of sidebarred.
Just wait.
Okay, so they're. In the future, they will do it. But yeah,
yes.
they kind of sideline her job a little bit, which I wanted to know more about. But yeah, like it's mostly Anya's time at school and how she's like making friends and enemies and trying to figure out what to do, even though she's like she can read minds, but she's really dumb. So it's that interplay is really funny. Yeah, and then you have the dog, you have Bond, you have Lloyd and Anya's friends, Damien, I think, and just like I think every episode is pretty good in this show. The character dynamics between the family are really wholesome too, because they all like are desperate to keep each other. So yeah, it works out. Like it's kind of like not really found family because they're pretending to be a family, but then they turn into a family anyway. So, yeah, I like that. I like everything about it.
The dynamic, yeah, is really good.
Yeah, I would say like the only reason this one isn't higher is that like the main story it doesn't go as quickly as it could. Maybe there might be a couple too many filler. Even though the filler episodes are funny, I like the filler. Maybe like this show would be higher. Like let's say they had more seasons out of this show out if it was like fully completed. Then I would put it higher probably. But yeah, it's like not quite done yet. They're still going. So yeah,
right.
Spy Family, really funny, really cool.
You like it. I like you, and I want you.
Oh yeah, the elegance teacher. He's one of my favorites too. My favorite side character of the year.
Sudi loves that guy. Elegant.
They brought an extra change of clothes.
Elegant, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, we're on top 3 now. Holy shit, let's go, dude. Number 3, Danny.
My number 3 is Shadow's House Season 2.
Wow.
This was a curveball. I did not expect this at 3.
Yeah.
Actually, Danny's whole list is a curveball.
What do you mean?
No, it's not.
What
No,
do
it's
you
not. This
mean?
is. Nah, she's got a lot of good
It's
stuff.
shows that are good, but not the shows that I would pick. But that's good.
That's
though.
why we're
that
a
means,
podcast.
Because-
That means there's quality in
Because
other
this is
sectors.
these are my picks, not your
Yes.
picks.
How
Everyone
dare
yell at
you.
Nick.
I don't even know where I'm going with this.
How dare you have an opinion, Danny? Anyway. Yeah. Shadow's House season 2.
Yeah, like honestly, I mean, season 1 definitely sets you up, and like you have a lot of questions on what goes on in the show. So because you have like these characters who they're on. Hold on, let me just quickly. I don't even have the thing up right now. I'm just like talking out of my ass. You have Ameliko and Kate. Kate is a shadow, and Ameliko is a quote unquote doll. And you know, the dolls are pretty much the faces of the shadow people in this huge mansion and stuff. So, and the mystery is to try and figure out who the shadows are. At the end of season 1, you find out something really, really big about the dolls and stuff like that. So the big mystery and the main focus of season 2 is just investigating like the children's wing, because like there's an incident that happened. There's this mysterious robe person that can control like the little soot monsters that kind of put like this sickness on the quote unquote dolls. It's like a soot sickness. So yeah, like it's and it really goes into some of like the side characters, like with Barbara and Mary Rose and stuff like that. So, and there's a lot of like flashbacks to like the older star bearers, because there are like ranks in the at the house and stuff. So if you're a star bearer, you kind of have like more privileges around the mansion and stuff. So, and Barbara is a star bearer and stuff. So she's kind of.
Is this complete now, or do they have more to do?
Oh, there's definitely a lot more that is coming for sure. You do find out at the end something really big. I'm not gonna really spoil it because it's like a major spoiler. So, which is why I kind of like I didn't say anything too much about what happens at the end of season 1 as well, because you kind of have to watch it to really like find out. It's definitely like that mystery kind of like you need to find like conspiracy, need to watch it as it goes on and stuff. So
it's like a page turner.
yeah, honestly, it's probably one of the best butt clenchers, as I call it.
Oh, you nommed this for the other awards, right?
I believe so, yeah. Either that or best sequel. I'm not sure. I don't know which one I nominated this show for, but it's really good. Like,
why not both?
I'm really enjoying this one. I mean, Annie lists for the recommendation shows, they do have Promise Neverland underneath as a recommendation, but honestly, I think this is so much better than Promise Neverland.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. You have children mystery.
Yeah, the main cast are children and stuff, so there is that big dynamic, and they're trying to figure out like this big mystery behind like, you know, why are these kids here kind of thing. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. I am really enjoying this show. The manga is still going.
Ooh, apparently Summertime Render has some similar themes too.
Yeah, Summertime Render's got some big mystery.
It's like
Yeah.
shadow people try
Yeah.
to imitate the original human in order to surpass them
Doppelganger shit.
and like just take over pretty much. Yeah, that's crazy.
I am
If you like this, you'll like Rick
I'm
and Morty.
definitely a
Night
big
People.
fan of like mysteries and suspenseful stuff. So this was definitely
Sure.
really up my alley kind of thing. So yeah.
Oh, you would like The Perfect Insider. Have you seen that one?
I don't think so.
This is from 2015.
Is that a movie?
No, this is an anime.
Oh.
It's just
Okay.
11 episodes. They're like on an island. It's a mystery.
2015 is when I wasn't paying attention to anime like I should have been. So.
I remember memeing about this one. I was like, the baby did it. I kept saying that. Danny, actually, yeah, this is my recommendation. Danny should watch The Perfect Insider. There you go.
It
Nice.
is on my
Okay.
plan. So
It's on Danny's PT
it's
dubs.
on my
All right.
PT dubs.
All right.
Alrighty, go ahead, Sam.
Number 3 for me is do it yourself. You fucking bitch. No, here's why though. Like, other than the reasons Nick and Danny already said, because I mean, like the character dynamics, great. The group, like, if you just want to watch Friends, just homieing it up, being best homies, doing things they all enjoy together, including a beach episode, which is a nice beach episode, by the way. It's not like, all, ooh, titties, which, I'm not complaining, but still, like, it's like, I don't know. Aside from all that stuff, okay? Not only that, this goes to show you that you can still have really good art and animation and design with little to no, like, details, shading of characters and things like that. At most, sometimes you'll see shadows from, like, their hair or a skirt they're wearing or whatever. And you'll see, the shine in their hair, the shine stripe that goes across, the shine dots that go across the top of the head and things like that. But, like, other than that, and obviously, like, when the sun's setting, there's more shadows involved. But, like, other than that, like, it's animated so well with not too many color palettes. It's just, but it's still, like, it still looks really great. And, like, not only that, I love the design choice of, like, all the girls having a different primary color under their hair. Kind of like in a peekaboo way.
What do you call that again? What's the name for that?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. I love that.
Yeah. Like Juliet has blonde hair, but she's got like a peekaboo of like purple underneath. And the girl with the glasses, I forgot, she's one of my favorite characters too. Takumi Hikage. She has like brown hair, but she's got like this deep green with green eyes, and it's just like, it just looks great. So, I mean, on top of watching something super cute and super wholesome and, with those like really feelsy moments in it, there's a couple really cool feelsy moments in it, which is nice because they don't inject too many of them. There's just enough to be like, because, you can overdo it.
Got a little bit of bittersweet because they have a limited time because Jobco has to leave after the semester, I think.
Yeah, yep. There are these like mid-level feelsy moments where it's kind of like, oh man, that's really cool. And then there's these ones that are like, oh, and they don't inject too many of each of those in there. It's just enough where you kind of, okay, this was enough. They showed and don't tell. You know what I mean? So it's really good. I like do it yourself. That's my number 3. Number 3, Nick.
Yeah, they do a good job showing them working as a team.
Yes.
It's a teamwork show.
Yes.
And using the time they have as good as they can, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. And also, so Kai doesn't get mad, Glamour and Grace. That's the meme that I always say that Kai says.
Knox's personality on the podcast now is just, don't make Kai mad.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
He knows where we podcast.
He knows where we podcast.
All right, we're on number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3.
Okay, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is my number 3, which I thought about making this number 1 or number 2. This is really good. I mean, this stacked year. So, yeah, everything that Sam said, obviously, it's sci-fi, setting in the future. It's great. You got the characters. Trigger inserted their own character, Rebecca. She was not originally in the game, but they added her in. What I like about this show is its brutality. It's like really violent, and there's sexual elements too and nudity and stuff, but it's really violent. There's a great podcast review of it by Warui Desho. I listened to them earlier.
Oh
this
shit!
week.
I give it a listen.
They do very long episodes. They did like 3 hours on this, but
wow.
So they kind of mentioned some of that, and it's interesting to see like what the world turns into if it's like ultra capitalist like this world is, where like the second David's mom dies, they get fucking kicked out. They don't even get a chance to like pay their bills or anything. It's just like crazy. And then like he has to resort to crime, and it's just so brutal. Like there's just like corporations like rule everything. They're basically gods, which they kind of are already, but not quite yet. So it's really cool to see that. And then it's cool to see like David's fall from humanity, sort of. But it's not really. Yeah. He doesn't fully do it, and apparently, I don't know if this is canon or not, but apparently the reason he can use his suit so much is that he has more empathy than a lot of the other cyber psychos. Because if you go psycho, then you have no empathy, right? So he can utilize more of that.
Oh yeah, he can withstand the
and
more.
It's really like gut wrenching, especially in some of the midpoint episodes, like what happens to some of the characters and like what goes on, and it's just like it's really brutal, and it's you almost think that it's going to be like a hopeless show, but it's not. It's like it is, but it isn't in a lot of ways. So some people might take something from the ending that they shouldn't, but I don't want to spoil it, but the ending is great. And then they play that song, the I Want to Stay at Your House, which is like probably the best song of the year, maybe.
It was really good, man. It broke like if like I follow Let's Eat Grandma.
Lots of views. Yeah.
I follow Let's Eat Grandma on Facebook, and they were like when they were doing the Spotify wrap up thing, they were like, dude, the song blew the fuck up. Like,
yeah, it's like a TikTok meme. You got like characters like walking forward, like the Patrick Bateman with the song playing. He's like walking. It's like a meme now.
Like they were proud of it, and it's cool that they got to do it. You know what I mean? So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love. I was gonna say I Love Lucy, but that's a different show. I love the character named
You do
Lucy.
love Lucy, yeah. I was gonna say yeah, you do. Love
My
Lucy.
favorite part was when David was stomping on grapes. he had to. It's crazy. They had to eat the chocolates before they left the conveyor belt. Everybody, go watch I Love Lucy. All right.
You can on Pluto TV, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. A lot of great themes. Studio Trigger. It's one of Studio Trigger's better shows, I think. I don't know if it's. I probably wouldn't put it as their best one, but it's up there. It's up there. So yeah.
Nick. What was your favorite episode?
I don't know the number, but one of the ones in the middle. You know the one. I don't want to say the number because that's a spoiler. So I think it is kind of a spoiler if you say the number of like one of the big things that happens. You know what it is. It's
I know
the
what
obvious
you're talking
episode.
about. I know you're.
It's like somewhere near the middle part. I don't know what number, but yeah.
I know the number, but I won't say it. Yeah. Because then people will expect it.
Probably that one. Yeah. And the finale was good too. The only minor complaint and part of the reason why it's not my number one is that like the main villain, Adam Smasher, he wasn't even really the main villain. He was just like the end villain, I guess. He was like the end of the line, basically. And Adam Smasher, he's in the game. He's big in the game. Everybody knows him. But like, in the anime, it wasn't really shown that he was in it, except when he shows up at the end. So it's it almost feels like fan service that they threw him in there. To me, and I just wish that I wish it could have still had the same ending, but with like a different villain, like more of like a build-up villain. You know what I mean? I feel like they didn't build him up enough. So I feel like the best shows have the best villains, But yeah, that's just
Sure,
my
yeah.
very minor complaint. Other than that, really great show. Everybody should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Man, I'm watching a clip on Sakagabora right now. The backgrounds are so fucking cool, too. Jesus. The backgrounds on Do It Yourself, by the way, I love. I should have mentioned that because they're watercolor paintings. But
Great background year. Great year for backgrounds.
Dude, actually, yeah. No, actually, I feel like me and Nick. I feel like me and Nick and Danny, definitely a number of times, were like, man, the backgrounds of this are really cool. Like, anyway.
They got the whole bakery back there.
All right.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal background.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Number 2, Danny, what do you got?
My number 2 is my DressUp Darling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, Danny, she's my dress-up darling.
No. You don't even have my DressUp Darling on your top 10, so get out of here.
That's right, because she's mine, not yours.
Get out of here.
It would be nepotism if I put her on there. All right, Danny. Yeah.
Wait, are you guys going to buy the Nendo?
Dude, I might.
I
need more Nendos.
honestly
I'm tempted.
might. Like, I honestly...
There's so many Nendos,
I
though.
want Marin... I want the Nendo of Marin in her cosplay. That.
Oh, like the dress?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Her cosplay is a hentai character. It's like an adult game.
Yeah.
It's like an adult visual novel game, the Otome game.
That's her best character model or
Cosplay,
characteristic. Is that she's just such a dirty mind, but she doesn't think it's dirty.
No, she just thinks she's a fan of, like we all are, on Discord.
So,
and
like,
it's like,
one thing...
But anyway, Danny.
The one thing that Sam didn't mention, when Gojo agreed to make Marin's cosplay, Marin gave Gojo the visual novel because he wanted to, he wanted more detail for the characters.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
She gives him the games, and now, mind you, Gojo lives with his grandfather, and his grandfather is this well-known, best of the best Hina doll maker. Gojo really looks up to his grandfather. Mm-hmm. And his grandfather, is very concerned for Gojo because Gojo keeps to himself and everything. Doesn't have a lot of friends and stuff. So when his grandfather found out, I think that Gojo did have a friend or whatever, or I don't remember the context of it, but he peeked into Gojo's room and he's playing the game. But not only is he playing the game, he is writing notes.
It's like in a dirty part.
That kid's
Yeah,
kinky.
and it's at a very, very dirty part, and Gojo's grandfather's all well, I mean, he is at that age to explore.
Yeah.
So I guess I shouldn't worry too much, maybe, question mark.
Well, he's at that age.
So, yeah. And then, when the two of them are buying the materials and stuff, and, they go and Marin treats Gojo to, food and stuff, and they're walking past, people that were online, and they're talking about a dirty scene in the game, and the people who are online are all are these what kids these days are talking about? There's no filter at all between the two of them. They think it's normal and everything like that, and that's why I love it. Literally just the dynamic between the two of them is, I think they're honest. I mean, they're not a couple just yet, but
yeah,
at the end
They are. They just don't know it.
Well, Gojo doesn't know it. Marin obviously likes Gojo, especially the big finale of this season. At the end and everything was just so stinking cute. So, yeah, honestly, this might be one of the top romance shows that I really, 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 really like. So
sure,
and I'm excited to see more. If not, then I'm definitely going to be reading it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there's more too, for sure.
Yeah.
I've read the
show.
Dojins. I don't need to see more.
I read the Dojins.
Here we go.
When me and Dan are like, dude, you never even seen it. He's like, I read the Dojins.
That's all I need.
The sacred texts.
Text. My number 2 is Bocchi the Rock. Because, I mean, aside from what Danny has already said about it, I mean, and this is another show where I kind of felt like the you know, the dynamic between the characters, like, is exactly like Do It Yourself. Like, Do It Yourself and Bocchi the Rock were the same season, and I was just going back and forth with both of them, just feeling really good watching both of them, and it's just really cool, man. You know, slice of life. Bocchi joins this band. She's this undercover, like, she's a YouTube guitar. She's famous on YouTube for being a guitarist, and she doesn't reveal her identity, and she joins this band, and her anxiety is really bad, and she's coming out of her shell a little more as time goes on. And yeah, dude, I mean, not only that, there was a lot of stuff in it that I related to it more so, like, because, like, I've been in bands before. I've said that millions of times, okay? But, like, I feel like other shows I've watched about bands, I related to this and Given, I relate to the most. When I've seen other shows about bands and stuff like that, I feel like I didn't relate to them as much.
What about Beck?
Oh, yeah, Beck I did a little bit, except Beck actually, like, went the distance, where I just played, like, 2 shows, and one of them...
That's more than I did.
More than I did. Calmer than you are. Yeah, like...
Oh, no, I mean, I was in a high school band. That's not the same, so...
Oh, yeah, Nick, you played a...
I was the Squidward of our band.
Yeah, you were the Squidward, yeah. But yeah, I was in a rock band. I played bass and vocals, and it was... Like, there was just a bunch of stuff like, oh, you know, we got to get jobs. Oh, we got to practice. Oh, well, I got to work.
Wait, so when you have a guitar, do you strum with your right hand? I don't even think about this. No, wait. You have the pick with your right hand, and then you pluck the strings with your left hand?
Most people, no. So the average, you know, guitar player or whatever will hold the neck with their left and then pluck with the right. But
that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but they do build left-handed guitars and basses for left-handed people who do
I would have to do it the regular way because my right hand is stupid fingers. I have stupid fingers, like in Futurama.
Which is weird because, like, there are left-handed people who play the right-handed way, the regular way or average way. I don't want to say regular way, but, like, you know, the average way.
The normal way, the non-freakish way. I'm actually a little jealous of left-handed people because, like, I feel like all left-handed people are ambidextrous, or like a little bit ambidextrous.
So
you know what I mean?
I'm left-handed.
They're better than us.
You're
better than us, Danny.
I'm left-handed, and I can't use left-handed scissors. I feel weird, so I have to use right-handed.
Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know a few left-handed people who they play drums the average way and play guitar the average way. So you know what I mean? So it's
like they're. Yeah. I mean, that's honestly the disadvantage because majority of society is right-handed. So there are always going to be majority of right-handed items. And not a lot of left-handed stuff. Like, it's the same thing with a desk. Like, there are left-handed desks, and anytime I saw one in school and I wanted to sit there and there was a person who was right-handed and they refused to get up, I'm all like, you're not left-handed. Why are you sitting there? God damn it. Let me sit there, please. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's the handicap
for
spot.
For me, not for you.
That hole is made for me.
This hole is mine. It's made for me.
That dang old hole is made for dang old me.
I don't know why we got into that subject. But anyways, yeah, Bocchi the Rock, I love it. It's animated very beautifully. I love the story. I love the characters in it. The character designs in it are great. I don't know, man. This is like a slice of life.
The memes are great,
really well.
Just with Bocchi's hair and the little beads.
And the memes are funny. And they just released pictures. Good Smile just released a bunch of stuff at a show recently. And the Bocchi Nendo looks hilarious because you can put her, like, squiggly scared face on.
Oh, God. She has multiples, too. It's so good.
Yeah.
Really I got to get that Nendo for sure.
That's a Nick Nendo. That's a Nick Endo. Nocto. It's a Nocto. Do you think
Not
Nick,
going to work here anymore anyway.
Do you think Nick would like natto? Actually, he probably would.
He would.
Is it spicy?
No, it's fermented. It's fermented beans.
That means it's spicy.
It might be spicy for you, yeah.
All right, that reminds me. I have pickles in the fridge. I got to eat those.
Oh, shout out pickles.
right.
Number 2, Nick.
Number 2, we have Kaguya-sama Love is War Ultra Romantic.
I don't know why I said it like that. We have the best high school romance anime ever made, probably. In my opinion. Fuck y'all haters. Zella is pumping the air, pumping fist, whatever. Our listeners are happy.
Our listeners are happy.
So Kaguya-sama Love is War. This is kind of cheating because it's the 3rd season-ish. But it's okay. So yeah, there's the 2nd season, 1st season. It started in 2019, and then it went to the next year, and then it finished this year. There's a movie that came out actually too. So I have to watch the movie.
Oh, sure.
The First Kiss That Never Ends. That's the movie name. But yeah, this season was really great. It brought an end to the arc of like their, I think it was like their semester in school too, where Kaguya and Miyuki are eventually gonna part ways because Miyuki's gonna go to another school basically, or another college, and so like and they don't really tell you that early on, so that's like a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not. That's not the point. The point is like that every character is really entertaining to watch. Chica is like the main meme character, and she's actually kind of animated a little bit differently than the other ones, but she's like the pink-haired ultra Genki girl, who's also like secretly very cutthroat, and she kind of brings the group together. Then you have Kaguya. She's the not the president. They're all in the student council, right? And then Miyuki's the guy. He's the president. But yeah, so like I like Yu Ishigami. He might be one of my favorite side characters. I like Kaguya's maid. I like Miko. She's like the new girl in this season, I think. But yeah, like every single episode is just really funny, really entertaining, really well animated too. A1 Pictures did a great job here. Overall, it's just like ultra high quality, like all the time. So, and I'm cheating a little bit. That's why I didn't put it number 1, but because it's you do have to watch the previous seasons to watch this one. I feel bad putting sequels in my top 10, but I did a couple anyway. And that's partly why I didn't do Made in Abyss and Mob Psycho, because I didn't want to have way too many sequels.
Sure.
So yeah, and I figured you guys would get Made in Abyss for sure. But yeah, Kaguya-sama, I've said it. I've said a lot. I don't know. I should have gone back and found some of my favorite scenes so I could describe a couple of them. I guess one of the really funny ones is like early on. There's Yu is sitting in the council room, and I think it's Miko. She walks, or no, they're both sitting there, and she's listening to something on her phone, but he can hear it, and she doesn't know that he can hear it. Yeah,
it's
and
like
so to save her from embarrassment,
it's like kind of like half.
The
out and stuff, so everyone is able to hear it and stuff. So yeah, I remember that.
The dongle is like half in or whatever. Yeah, and so like he saves her from embarrassment by embarrassing himself in a funny way, and in the way that scene plays out is hilarious. And like there's stuff like that in every episode that's just great. So I think I don't know if it was the rap battle in this season or the second season.
Funny too. I think the rap battle was this season.
And then, the president he's so bad at singing. Like, he tortures people with his karaoke and stuff. It's just really funny. And then, he sets up, like, this elaborate mystery for Kaguya to solve to meet him on the top of the roof in the finale. Yeah. And it's really good. So, yeah, really great finale. Cute. Really great show. Everybody watch it. There you go. Danny likes it. Sam doesn't like it because Sam is a piece of poop.
Show suck. Hell yeah. Okay. All right, here's our number 1s, guys. Ready for this?
I'm gonna. All of our number 1s are kind of a surprise.
Yeah, honestly.
If you really think about it, like,
if
would you
really
guess
think
that these
about-
would be anybody's number ones?
If you really think about like how much,
If you think about us, then you're like, okay, that makes sense.
that makes sense because Sam is into proxy battles and Nick likes
Memes,
memes, and Danny likes
babies.
babies. Okay, all right, ready for this? Okay, here we go.
We just spoiled it. Oh yeah, do the thing, Sam.
Beep up diddle up beep da beep up diddle. I can't do it seriously, man. I'm just gonna laugh too much. No.
That doesn't get old.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Danny. Go ahead. Number 1. Here we go.
Oh, we finally made it.
We made it.
Um,
I have to pee, but it's fine. I'm holding it.
my number 1 is The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting.
Damn.
A
you
wild
really like
number
this
one.
one, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I only gave it an 8.8 out of 10, but I think I might bump it up to like
8.9 at least.
yeah,
Yeah.
or 8.9.5. Because
I'm actually
that's quite
mad
the
that
bump.
I'm actually mad that I squeezed that on my list, but I did love this one. But yeah, go ahead,
it was
Danny.
just
What's
so stinking cute. You know, the relationship between Kirishima and Yaika is it's so great to see that because you know Kirishima, he's pretty much like a violent guy. He is well known among the Yakuza that he's like the demon of Sakuragi and stuff. So like, and the head boss of the Sakuragi family was all like, you need to chill the fuck out. So you're going to be taking care of my only daughter. So, and it really chilled Kirishima out, and just the dynamic between even Sugahara, who is also kind of like another, he's similar in a way to Kirishima, and like he kind of wishes that Yaika likes him more than Kirishima, so because he kind of feels left out sometimes, which is really cute. So, but there are some like dark tones that happens in this show, and I think that definitely kind of sets it apart from maybe shows that are similar to like kind of father figure and a child character and stuff. So
sure, yeah.
I mean, compared to like Sweetness and Lightning or Barakamon, even Bunny Drop, it's, I think it definitely sets it apart from those because of like the kind of dark undertones that it has. So, and I really, 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 really liked it, and I want more, but I don't know if I'm going to get more, so I might have to read the manga. So
Sure, yeah.
but yeah, I
Go
really,
check me.
really liked the show. It's, you know, it's a josei, and it's just, it's a slice of life as well, and it just, it's so heartwarming. I love it. I have it.
I like how Yaika looks like a Higurashi character.
Yeah.
A little
A
bit.
little bit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so cute. I that's all I can say about it, really. So, yeah. It's my number 1. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Mine.
I was gonna put it on my list, but
No, you weren't.
you already got it.
No, you did. No, you weren't. You
No, I wasn't.
fucking bitch.
It was good. I actually really like that show.
Yeah, whore. Yeah, dude. I did really like that show too. Yeah, yeah, we did enjoy it. Nick enjoyed it too. Yeah, dude. Mine is Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury.
So obvious if you think about it.
Dude, listen. Okay? I have a lot of reason. I mean, I kind of said a lot of like when we were talking about it on our seasonal review. But like, listen, dude. So there's what I like to call like the main Gundam shows that come out, and by main Gundam shows I mean like, once every couple of years there's a new main Gundam show that comes out, right? And the one before this was The Witch from Mercury, okay? Origin is kind of like another main one, I guess, but it's still kind of like a prequel on already established UC's, Universal Century stuff. So when I talk main stuff, new main stuff, I'm talking about new stuff, okay? So like the one before this was Iron-Blooded Orphans. And as much as I liked Iron-Blooded Orphans, there was just a lot of it that was really just like, it kind of just felt like they were just inserting like weird twists and really huge dramatic deaths in it just to get people to be like they were trying to like capture that Attack on Titan feel, you know what I mean? That edge of your...
trying to like one-up themselves.
Yeah, but they were just doing it too hard, and it was just kind of like, it kind of fell...
A little ham-fisted.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to say it, ham-fisted.
I mean, you could say that Witch Mercury gets ham-fisted.
Oh, man.
I mean?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez,
The memes.
Oh, jeez, Nick. But no, like... Yeah, and so... I was hyped for this one for a long time, right? And so obviously we had three big new Gundam things coming out. One was the Hathaway movies, which is a new like series.
Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway, dude. Anne Hathaway. It's a new Gundam about Anne Hathaway. No, yeah, Gundam Hathaway, which is a new series of movies. And then we had Kukuru's Don's Island, which takes place during like the 1 year war. I wrote a little with Amuro and stuff. And then we have The Witch from Mercury, which is the new main series. And it's just like, it's so good, man. The last one, Iron-Blooded Orphans, the mech design in that one, the only good thing was the main Gundam, which was the Barbatos Gundam or Barbados Gundam. Whereas this one, we have like the Ifrit, we have the...
Oh yeah, these ones look cool.
We have like the what is the name of the one that Gul Jaturk pilots? The Delanza. The Delanza.
Okay.
And it's not which is not a Gundam, right? But like then we
What
have...
about Shaddiq? Doesn't he have a cool one too?
Oh yeah, dude. Shaddiq
I forget the
has a
name. It's
sick
like
one.
an epic sounding name.
It's a super sick sounding name, but yeah, Shaddiq has a sick one too. And then we have the Aerial Gundam, of course, the main one. And then, man, the mecha design is done by, well, part of it. There's other mecha designers on it as well, but part of it, a lot of it was done by the main one. I believe was done by Jay Enthed, and then Ippy Gyobu, but man, Jay Enthed's artwork is just really sick. And they were also doing mechanical design stuff on Yurusei Yatsura, which is funny. But yes, dude, I love it. It's so popular. It's so good. I mean, like they came out with Aerial Gundam high grade kits, and they sold out everywhere.
Oh, the Fair Act. That's what it's called.
The Fair Act. That's right. Yes, that thing was.
I found somebody ranked him in a slideshow.
Yeah, that thing was fucking cool.
Zowart.
But like the Aerial Gundam, it's sold out, and like shout out to Mecha Warehouse, shout out to Nick at Mecha Warehouse, because they, no matter how popular kits get, no matter how popular, and sold out that they are, they'll always sell them at just MSRP. So when they got their shipment in, I hopped on it real quick and I got two of them. One for me, one for the giveaway for the live stream tomorrow. And because it's such a cool Gundam and people love it. So man, and the story is just so good. The characters, the two main characters, Suletta and Miorin, are so good. Everyone ships them. Like, artist Twitter is just going wild with those two, and I love it. I love seeing all kinds of art of them, and
they're like it's either them or the Licorice Recoil couple.
Yeah, yep.
Those are like the big Yuri couples of the year.
I would say the big like characters this year that people were drawn was was Bocchi, and then
I mean, the Chainsaw Man probably wins, right?
Chainsaw Man probably wins, yeah. But
They
then
have
there's
really
also
good character designs.
the Lyco Rico girls, and then the girls from Witch from Mercury. And so, as a big longtime Gundam fan, this was the Gundam series I was waiting for, and I got it, and I love it so much, and that's why it's my number one, because I'm happy to be back in the Gundam fandom in full force and just be excited about Gundam again. And I love it. I love everything about it.
Oh
and,
man, we forgot to mention Choo Choo, the girl with the
oh yeah,
mouse hair.
Choo Choo Pan
She has
Lunch.
2 giant afros on her head.
That's Nick's wife, dude. Choo Choo Pan Lunch.
That's my wife.
Nick Choo Choo Pan Lunch. Just look up Choo Choo Pan Lunch, Gundam Witch from Mercury. She's got the best design.
What a great name, Pan Lunch.
Yeah, Pan Lunch. Choo Choo
Full
Pan
frontal.
Lunch. Miori and Rembrandt, Suletta Mercury. You know, they have these Gundam ass names, you know what I mean? Sabina Fardin.
What did she fart in?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, we don't know. Gulja Turk, Vimja Turk, and Lilik Kadoka Lipati. You know,
Bless you.
Gundam ass. Thank you. Gundam ass names. Yeah, Chuatari Pan Lunch. But they call her Choo Choo. Choo Choo Pan Lunch. Anyways, Nick, tell us your number one before I go off about Gundam. I keep going about Gundam. Nick's number one. Okay, here we go.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was gonna say, can you give me a little drum roll there, Sam? Oh no, I meant the. I'm just kidding. Okay, Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock. Okay. It's pretty obvious. I love the memes. Bocchi is my favorite character of the year.
I love the memes.
God, there's so many good Bocchi memes. You just like insert her into any situation, and she's just panicking, and it's fucking funny. I know the show's supposed to be about her overcoming her like anxiety and social hang-ups, and it does work, and like she does a good job. She's not like the show is presented as a comedy, so like I don't take it as offensive that it's funny. You know what I mean? Like
that her anxiety is the comedy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in real life it's not so funny probably, but the way they do it is like she makes friends, you know, and she does a good job,
and she improves on it. Yeah,
and she improves on it, but she's
with the help of them.
But she's still not fully there yet at the end, and that's what makes it good. But yeah, like you guys already described it. It's it's girls in a band. It's kind of like K-On! A little bit. Bocchi is trying to get over her anxiety and all that. And like the best parts of this show are whenever they animate Bocchi doing something crazy, and they'll even change styles and like change camera angles and like the way that it like the whole scene looks with like a different lens. And I know they don't use a lens, you know, but you know what I mean, right?
The camera angle, yeah.
Like when she's climbing into her melon box, like her cardboard box,
the shot or whatever.
She like sits in the trash can and calls herself trash and stuff. And it's just like, as an anime fan, I relate. This is like probably the best like too real. You know, it's like this is me for real. The anime. But yeah, like it's such a good interpretation of it. It's a great musical anime. Despite it's funny because like I actually don't love their songs as much as I love some of the other like K-On! Type songs. But actually, I think a lot of music anime, it's really ironic that like the best music in anime is never in a music anime. If that makes sense. Maybe like Haruhi, God knows, but that's not really a music anime though. If you think about it, that was just one scene in an anime.
Right.
Yeah, it's just fun to see Bocchi like do her shit, and then obviously her friends. Like, I liked Ryo probably the second best because she was kind of a dick, but she was also really bad with money, so it was funny, and she would try to like mooch off her friends and stuff. And then Nijika is just like kind of the happy-go-lucky Genki girl, and then Ikuyo, I think she was in love with Nijika. I don't know, but yeah, and then you have all the other characters too, and it's cute girls at its best, I think, or amongst the best cute girls shows in anime, I think. So yeah, it's up there with. I would say it's not. We already mentioned this in another podcast. It's not as good. It's not as good as K-On! In my opinion, but I think Bocchi is really fucking good and like in the upper echelon. So yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Woo! Hell yeah. The 7th Annual Summies, dude. There you go. Now I'll take us out of here.
Yeah. Do it.
No,
Wait,
dude.
that's more of a build up. You got to do the wind down or something. Like the Oscars wind down.
What is that fucking...
I don't know.
That violin song the orchestra always plays, like... Na, 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 as like they're walking off or
Play
something.
the Reigns of Castamere song. There you go.
I'll just play... No, I'll just insert...
If you know, you know.
I'll just insert One Winged Angel right here from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh God.
Sephiroth. Yeah, no, dude. Let us know your top 10 anime of 2022. Okay. We had a lot of fun with this one. This year went hard. It went super hard, man. This year was cold as fuck. It was so good, and it just kind of, I don't know, man. I really feel like I have to go back and look at 2021 again, I guess, but like, I really feel like 2022 kind of pulled me back into anime a little bit more than I was. Like, I don't know. I feel like 2021 I was getting jaded. You know, we had the.
Well, that was when the pandemic really fucked everything over real bad. Because
This is when we
2020
started
they already
to-
had
yeah.
some stuff in there.
2021 we had Wonder Egg Priority. So like I love Wonder Egg Priorities, obviously, right? Like I'm still buying Wonder Egg Priority stuff. And we had, you know, but like I don't know. I feel like if I look back, like I'm looking at Winter 2021 right now. Wonder Egg Priority is the only one, and Beastar second season are the only things on there that I'm like, holy shit, you know. We had the first part of Attack on Titan final season. We had Jobless Reincarnation then too. I mean, I guess we got Tokyo Revengers as well. So I mean, there's Tokyo Revengers. And then we had the Fruits Basket final season and Odd Taxi. But man, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Odd Taxi was really good. Yeah,
I feel
think
like
this was a stronger year for sure.
This was definitely a stronger year. Yeah, as much as there was stuff I loved last year, this was definitely a stronger year. But any final thoughts with you guys on 2022? Or
There's a lot of hitters in 2022. There's a lot of good shows. I think I watched a lot more this year than I did previous years. And if I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, there was a lot. I felt slightly overwhelmed with all these shows because I kept saying, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, this season is gonna be a light season for me, and then lo and behold, I watched like 10 different shows in one season.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
just like, God damn it. And then
God
there are
damn it.
people like on the Discord, they're like, Danny, you should watch this, you're gonna like it. It's like, I'm trying to lighten my load here. Why are you giving me more stuff to watch?
Share the load, Frodo.
share the load, dude. Yeah.
So many
No, honestly.
isekais.
Yeah, it's a lot of isekais. We're
I
thankful
like
for
how
the
we didn't
plum-
have any isekais on our list.
We didn't. We had reverse isekai. We had your Boy Kongning, but that's it.
Yeah, God, there's a lot of them just blend together. You know, I'm sorry,
Just
but
blend together, yeah.
look, the Jobless Reincarnation, that one's good. ReZero, pretty good, but like,
Yeah.
man, a lot of the other stuff,
Yeah.
it's just filler.
Yeah. All right, there you go, man. And again, go listen to our radio hour. For
Pretend that Kongming is in there. Just listen to it.
Yeah, just pretend like Kongming's in it. And for our top, you know, OPs and EDs of 2022, and then again, let us know your top 10 of 2022. And yeah, this has been. the
Oh, hey,
7th
Sam,
annual-
you could play Kongming to either to send us out or to bring us in. Your choice, how you want to edit that.
Ooh, you know what?
That would make up for it.
You know what? I'm just gonna put it right here. We'll
Just put it every 5 seconds during the episode.
every 5 seconds. Nah, dude. I'll put it right here at the end to play us out of here, just because it's such a good song. I'll put the TV version. But yeah, that being said, and then for the YouTube version, obviously I'll change it. But like, yeah, no, for this, dude, you gotta listen to the song. I'll put it right now.